Sour milk and cookies. I emailed you the number. So, I can't get to the chat. Let me see. Is this my chat? Here it is. Okay, yeah, sour milk. I emailed you the number. So come on down. You're the next contestant. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Margot. Hi, Chris Ree. Hi, Liz Tops. Hi, Snow Remover. Hi, Captain Lee Fan. Hi, Debbie D. Hi, Flower Girl Phillips. Hi, Rosalita Marie. Hello there. We had a rainy day here. Rainy, foggy, and no, I didn't get my flu shot because it was so disgusting, rainy and foggy and gross that I didn't feel like going out. I was like feeling tired, and so we did a lot of the packing and shipping, and we will be getting a lot of stuff out. And some of you have requests in your PayPals, and probably going to be dropping off to UPS stuff tomorrow because some of the stuff is going UPS. Sherry M, if you're listening, you have a request in there, and I will also be getting Leslie Romani out tomorrow, your shell ornaments, and Ruff, you have another box going out, and all kinds of stuff like that. So we'll get that all going. But that's what we'll be doing. Okay, where's our contestant? Oh, there's our contestant. Let's see, they're converting their audio. I will. Let's see. Okay. They're trying to connect their audio, so we'll see about that. Still don't have their audio connected. Are you having trouble connecting the audio? Pick Wi-Fi audio? Is that what you're trying to do? Uh-oh. They couldn't get their audio connected.
There we go.
No, I still don't have a mic next to them, though. Sour milk, if you're having trouble, go into your settings and make sure it's on whatever, and there's a test there that you can do in Zoom on your settings. Did you download the Zoom app? Interesting. Sour, I think you're going to have to go out, maybe come back again. Hi there, Kay. Love, how are you? Hi, Patsy. You're Sharon's sister, right? Hi, Lasso Lacey. So reading the title, calling with our favorite snack. Is Carolyn going to send us our favorite snack? No, you could just call in with yours, whether it's a warm cup of tea, a warm cup of milk, cookies, or an apple and peanut butter, whatever you like. Feel free. But Sour, I think you need to try again, I would say, if you're, or maybe you're looking at your settings. And anyone else that would like to call in, you'll let us know. We'll take your call. But Sour, I think you have to. Sharon's trying to connect to audio. Oh, there, Sharon's got it. Sour, you're going to have to check your settings. Make sure that you've got your right speakers and your mic hooked up. Hello, Tammy. Hi, Nightbot. Hi, Deborah. Boopity boop. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hi, Sassy Darcy. Sour. Oh, they're trying to connect their audio again, so maybe it'll work this time. Merry Christmas. Hi, LMNW. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Debbie B. Oh, Debbie D. I thought it was Deborah B. I don't even know why. Hi, Snow Remover. Let's see. Sour milk. You're not having a time at this, okay? Can you write in the chat, Sour, what the problem is? And maybe we can walk you through it. They're trying to connect again. Earthbound. Hi, Mary. So yeah, as I was saying, it was rainy, foggy. It wasn't that it was cold, but it was just yucky, so I didn't feel like going, so I'm going to try to go tomorrow. Hi, Marianne Frontini, for my shot, because they did say that it's getting a little bad. So, Sour's gone. Maybe you're going to call back and try again. And so, yeah, I didn't go do that today, but tomorrow's a busy day. We got a bunch of appointments, and I'm hoping that sometime I can get, I'd like to get both, so I have to figure out how to do that. I probably should go right online now. I wonder if I can schedule something. Let's see. Let me see. Schedule a flu shot. My records. If I could get my records, I can go anywhere. I can do anything. You can do better. Sour milk, are you going to call in? Anybody else that wants to call in, feel free while we're waiting for sour milk. If you need a number, if you've never called in before, you can email me. Just let me know you've emailed me.
I'm getting my vaccines tomorrow too.
Oh, good.
First flu shot in 20 years.
Your first flu? Can we get them at the same time?
Yeah, let's coordinate it. It's
Yes.
after my doctor's appointment. I had one today. I got one tomorrow. So.
Oh, you're getting it right from your doctor?
I know. I didn't want to see my shoulder surgeon just having gotten vaccines, so I made it after his.
But you got it. Did you get a new doctor?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a problem. I'm going to see if he can help me out in some areas tomorrow. Hopefully. Okay. I got the dermatologist to go.
Tomorrow?
I got her to write me up for a mammogram.
Oh, you did good.
And ultrasound. Yeah.
I know, and I got a letter, they're like, you're supposed to be at your 6-month follow-up with your mammogram, but I'm like, they gave me, it's not my fault. I called up for an appointment, and I'm not until I think it's in November, so I'm like, yeah, great, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't mean to interrupt, but Sour Milk said that she called in and couldn't hear you.
Well, because you have to hook up your audio. You couldn't hook up your audio. Your audio was spinning. Can you, did you go and look in your settings on how to hook up, okay. what do we have to do with sour milk? Have you ever used Zoom before, sour milk? Have you ever used Zoom before? Did you download the app? What kind of phone are you using? Give us some information so that we can help you. Help us to help you.
I know when you come into Zoom, Sour Milk, there's a little thing with a microphone and it says hook up to audio, and you just click on that.
Yeah, tell us what.
On mine, it's in the bottom of my screen on the left-hand side. I'm on Android too, Sour Milk. That's all I have is Android.
Okay, so, and what do you do, Scooter, to look at your settings on an Android on Zoom?
To look at my settings?
Yeah, because I think they have to look
It's all on the bottom. It's on the bottom of the screen. All on the bottom.
Let me see if I can pull up a picture of what that might look like for you.
Now, remember the first time I called in back in 2019?
Yes, I remember. I remember it perfectly, as if it was yesterday. I remember every word you said.
But I didn't even use Zoom because you're like, you don't have to have Zoom. And I just called the number.
Yeah, did you try to just call the number, Sour Milk? Can you try doing that, using your phone and calling the number, since you're not going to appear on video anyway?
Yeah, you can do that. It's real easy. You don't just call a phone number on there.
Let me see if I can get something to show you. Okay. So Zoom, how to
I'm going
turn.
to mute again. I have to mop the floor real quick.
Oh,
Peanut, you know.
yeah. Okay, let me see. Fix Zoom microphone and speakers. So see if this helps you. If you did download Zoom, then go to your apps and notifications and go to Zoom. And then go to your permissions and make sure your microphone is turned on for Zoom. Make sure you have that. And then you can go to the meeting, and you can always mute your microphone when you're joining, so you don't come in screaming, okay? And then you can come over here. You can join the audio here on the bottom. And then if you can't hear anything, tap the screen to see if your speakers are on. You'll see the speaker icon on the top. Tap the speaker icon to turn your speakers on and off. So this is going to look like this. Okay, so you tap the speaker, and if it's got an X, you can't hear anything, you've got to open it up. So you want to connect your audio where you should see your mic when it says join audio. Okay. And when you do all that, you should be able to come on here. Okay, when you join your audio, you've got to mute. And then when you want to talk, you have to unmute. Okay? I hope that helps. And I hope that you can call back in. And let me see. Okay, let me check it out. Thanks. You're welcome. And we'll see if you can get hooked up here. Hi, Jenny D1. Oh, is that man? That's just the model they chose for that demonstration. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That was the model. Who's having fresh bread? You've got a big fat headache? Ugh, that doesn't sound good. Did you take something for your big fat headache? I hope so. Okay, Sour Milk is here again. Let's see if our Sour Milk can get their audio going this time. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see. They're connecting. Uh-oh, did they get it? No.
No, it's not looking so good.
Oh boy. Sour, are you doing? Yeah, they're trying again. Connecting. Everybody cross your fingers. Hi, farm wife. This is our friend. Here's our friend. Hello. Sour Milk, where are you? I'm going to have to use this guy as your stand-in. Hi, Sour Milk. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? Someone next door where I'm staying at is throwing a ball against the fence. That's repetitive noise, right? A lot of people can't stand repetitive noise. Sour Milk. How about trying the phone numbers like Scooter told you? She did that in 2019, she said, and it worked. So wonderful. Look where she is now. Imagine if she had not connected that night. Everything would be totally different if Scooter could not connect that night back in 2019. Everything would be different. What a different life we'd all be living. Hi, Lasso. You like Ryan? That's good. Isn't that a cute little ornament? He's going to be a little fixture around the Mommy Rambling studio for a number of reasons. Okay. Oh boy. Maybe, you know what? While we're waiting, why don't I, Sharon, I'll check on our beach house to see if they have the, it's showing our week that we reserved yet.
Oh,
On
excellent.
the calendar. While we're waiting. Just let me know if they get their stuff up, okay?
Yeah.
When did you send the deposit in, Sharon? So is this the one?
Like last Tuesday.
Okay, because I'm just, yeah, I mean, I know you've got all the paperwork. I just want to see it updated on the calendar, you know? I get anxious like that. Okay. Where is the, which one is ours? Here is it? This
I
one?
did it Wednesday.
It's
I have to look now.
rentals. It was Carolina, right? Oh, Carolina. Heads, California. Tails, Carolina.
Mike got a thing. I don't know how he knew. He says, did you go to Joanne's today?
Oh boy, you know?
And I said, well, I looked all around everywhere but him. I says, well, what would make you say such a thing?
I
He
get,
said,
yeah.
well, it's just this credit card charge. I said, oh,
Oh,
it's got to be fraud too.
every day I get Carolina. I get Michaels and Joanne, and I say they're like the obsessive people in a relationship that never stop stalking you, right?
But
Every day.
you can use their coupons interchangeably.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So they have the same stalking attempts. Yeah, I understand that.
Well, you know, if Joanne's got a sale on, I don't know, we'll call it fabric just for fun. See, Michael's doesn't carry fabric though, I don't think.
I didn't know you
So-
could use they're under the same owner?
Uh-uh.
Then how-
No, it's just that they'll let you use them. They'll let you use Hobby Lobby. At Joanne's,
Really?
they will. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But it has to be like for like. So, you know what they're looking for?
Mhm.
An instructor in cricket. A cricket
Oh, really?
instructor. Yeah,
For
I see.
for in-house classes?
yeah. For an educator to
Mm.
teach people. Yeah.
Oh, I know which one it was. I'm so sorry. Yes, here's ours. Okay, let's see. Sour milk. What's up with is Sour Milk putting anything in the chat why they can't get their thing working? Your thingy's not working. What's up?
She said she clicks on join audio and nothing happens.
Have you ever been in a Zoom meeting? Have you ever been in a Zoom meeting successfully?
Oh.
I'm wondering. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Meadow Boulevard. Still have that one across the street.
Sour milk, like I said, you don't need Zoom. Just look at all the numbers there.
Try the numbers, please. Just try a number this time.
Yeah. Look for your area that you're in.
You can even go with one in New York. It's not going to make a
Oh, you
difference.
can?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Just
New
grab
York one.
one,
I can-
call one. Let's just
Okay.
go and try it, cause
Okay.
yeah.
It's the New York number, but you need the meeting ID number and then whatever and after the meeting ID number, it'll say, please insert blah, blah, blah. If you don't have it, just press pound, because you won't have it. Then it'll ask something ID number. That'll be there, put it in and you're in business. And then it'll say, you are in the meeting. There are 11 participants in the meeting.
Hmm.
She says, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I tried the phone number. Let me try again.
Yeah, just try. I mean, I don't know why it's giving you that. Crazy.
just follow the prompts. It'll ask you for meeting ID, and it'll ask you for something else. And
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that. Wow. Look at this one. This must be a new construction one. It's crazy.
Very pretty.
Yeah. Look at it. It has a theater, guys. Maybe we can get it for the overflow because we have so many people on the sign up. Then we can go there and hang out too. Look at this. It's close to the beach. It's very near the beach. Look how close it is. We could get this for the overflow house.
I can't see it this side.
Oh, oh, okay.
How much is it?
Well, let's just see.
I think we should get them side by side. That's what I think. But if we're gonna get the other one, we're gonna have to do it quick. I don't want to.
Well, you want to do them side by side then? What did I just say? 14th.
Side by side would be the most convenient. Or they could, I guess they could be across from each other.
Oh, they're here. Okay,
Oh.
good. All right. Let's see. Oh, we still don't know if they're good. They have a telephone though. Can you hear us, Sour Milk? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Can you hear me?
Yes. There we
Okay.
go. There we go. Can I?
I had to dial, I dialed the number and then had to punch in a bunch of passcodes and whatever.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
Boston.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I can hear it in your accent. But I wasn't really a Boston. I was getting you were like I could hear it in a whatever. I thought maybe you were from the city.
You thought I was from where?
Well, now I can hear the Boston, but when you said something and whatever, I didn't know whether you were like from the city. Okay.
From Boston? The city of
No,
Boston?
no, from New York.
Oh,
But then-
I might have a few different sounds of New York from my mother. She was from New York.
Oh, okay. Because I've never spoken to you on the phone there. Okay. I mean, I've never heard your voice. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can get you.
Am I too loud or can
No,
you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. Let me see whatever the chat is saying. Is it chat here? Sour milk and cookies fine? Chat, everybody good? You hear? Hi, Super Chat Cat. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. Okay, I'm trying to see how to get you over here, like next to me, but it's not letting me. Let me see. Add you to Spotlight because you're on a phone for some reason. And if I pin, let me see what'll happen if I pin.
Hi, Gail B.
Let me go
Lottie, hello.
and go add pin. Now, can you see both of us on the screen? I think you can. Let me see.
I can see you.
Okay, I just want to see what happens on YouTube and make sure we're all good. Okay, let's see. You have a Philly accent, Baby Beth. Yeah, and I was telling everybody that you're working on our artwork there, right? Hi, Truth Brigade. I would love to call in, but I'm busy editing a video. But my favorite snack is Trolls Fried. Thanks, Truth Brigade. Okay. So did you have a question for me? Hi, Flower Girl.
Well, I don't have. Well, I have a couple of questions really, as far as this whole thing with BBT.
Mm-hmm.
when I first came on into your channel, yours was the first channel I had ever gone on.
Okay.
And I always enjoyed it. And then when all the different things were happening, all the problems, I felt really bad for you. And everything that you said, that I supported you against whatever was going on, it's 100% true. I've never had a problem saying that.
Right.
But as time has gone on, the problem that I've had is I've just never heard the words that you're saying she spoke. I've never heard her say it.
Did you
either in any
okay? And
any recording?
Wait, just hold on. I can help you out. Are you talking about the death threat when she said you are dead? That one?
Nope. I remember you showing that. I heard that, and that scared the crap out of me.
Oh yeah,
and I was petrified of her. And I said that in the email. I definitely said that.
Yeah. So what is it that you want to hear from her?
Well, being accused of, when I was telling you last night in chat that...
Yeah, I'll let you speak. I just want to say one thing. First off, you have to understand, did I say what you're saying or did she say? Because if she said it, it probably didn't happen because the woman doesn't tell the truth.
Nope.
So if you heard me say it, okay, tell me what it is that I said that you need to hear.
Okay. Well, I started checking out these different channels because it's so disgusting what's been said.
That's right.
And for me to continue to support somebody, you, anybody, I really do need to hear it for myself because it's so bad. So I started checking out these channels, and if I heard them saying anything, I would say it. I honestly have never ever heard anybody say anything degrading about your kids, and I haven't. And I'm just being totally honest with you.
So, but you're talking about BBT.
And even some of the others, I have not heard it.
You have not heard it. Okay. You haven't heard them in the chats. Have you seen the ugly stuff that goes on? Where they say that they don't even think that my son loved me and that my son had a drug overdose and my son died of a drug overdose. You've never seen that?
No.
I can show you a lot of... Okay, I'll show you some screenshots. I'll show you some. Hang on.
Now, when you say screenshots,
you've never...
I thought that you said that they sit there and they say these things.
You've never seen anything like this. I am telling you guys, she is a sociopath, a sadistic sack of shit, said by Jules of Thought. She is dangerous from Julia because she appears to be a sweet lady, but boy, is that far from the truth. Let's see. I'll just go through some of these with you.
Well, even when I was over at BBT's, I never heard anybody say a thing.
How about this one? I truly feel, this is Jules of Thought, as me. I truly feel hate for this horrible woman. MRB, you're going to get your karma. Prepare now. These are mild ones. There were 6. You've never seen Merb is a freak here and no one else. No, you've sat in these chats with them and you've never seen this horrible stuff going around in their chats. Let me see.
I've never heard.
My daughter would be like, "Damn, Mom, you are rocking that social media. Give that biatch hell, huh? No. That the truth hurts, Merb. Shit and shite are the same thing.
You don't let me finish.
Well, I'm trying to show you.
I'm not. You're showing me what they've said about you.
Well,
I'm asking you about your kids.
Oh, I'll show you about my kids. My kids are coming. I have it right here. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
Here's one of Jewels of Thought talking about my kids. Her children were sitting in the blood. That was not true. And MRB never tried to comfort the boys. Sick, sick, sick. No, they didn't say that. You don't see where they say my boys should be taken away from me and that I've already had 2 CPS calls on me? Okay. Let's see. I have my boys in here. You don't see Moose say that I'm trying to shove my son's death down everyone's throat? I'll pull that up for you too. Hang on a minute.
You're not answering my question.
But I am. I'm going to show you. I have to pull up the screenshots. There are so many horrible
Well,
screenshots.
all right, let me simplify it this way. A couple of nights ago, when I was in BBTs, I listened to her from beginning to end. Then I came over onto your channel, and I was in total shock because I heard you sit there and say that what BBT said about those nasty phone calls.
She did say that. She did say that in her video. Oh, you didn't see that video then. She most certainly said it. That's why she said exactly what that caller on this phone said. And she said a-hole, and she said the word, and it was disgusting. Okay? And I will get you the screenshot and the timestamp in the video, and you can go listen to her say it if she hasn't deleted her video, but I have it downloaded. So I'll either way, I'll get it for you. She most... Who in the chat heard BBT say that about Luke's a-hole, and she said it. She said, Carolyn has to say that stuff in there. You know, that stuff, you have to say that in there. You have to actually say, I want to F Luke in the a-hole. She freaking said it about my son.
That's not the way you worded it. Carolyn, come on. That's not how you worded it.
How did I word it? That's what she said.
You worded it that she wanted to do these things to your son.
No, I didn't. I said she gave it away. No, I didn't.
No, you did.
No, I didn't. Go listen to...
And then you got so upset saying, I didn't accuse her. You people...
No, I said she outed herself because she knew about the spoofer, and she said Carolyn has to say these things into that thing. She actually has to say blah, 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 blah. And I said, how did she know what was said? Because that first time I did not expose that call. I exposed the calls before that, but not what they said about my son on the first night. And she knew it. That's the night she said that they said she went off crying because she got caught.
Those are the nights that I listened, and I did not hear.
Okay, well, I'll give you the timestamp. I'll give you the timestamp.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
She knew what I knew, and that's what I heard through the speakerphone.
Okay, well then you didn't hear it.
Oh, all right. So that's what I'm asking.
And I said to you, well, that's why I tried to ask you last night. Tell me what it is, and I'll get it ready for you.
Well, it was hard, and this is why I've never gone into Zoom, and I didn't want to deal with it that late in the night.
All right. Let me see what this one is. Hang on. Oh, this one where I'm totally dehumanized. This is not an abuse tactic. She's a sociopath. She is not a human being. That's a psychologist using what they call dehumanization to make it seem that these people can do anything to me. And that's what the Nazis did. Okay, they dehumanize somebody so that nobody feels bad about what happens to them. Okay, and then there's this little sweetie one. MRB, I want to be clear. If you're ever face to face with me, I'm going to knock your MFing nose into next Thursday, you creep, and I'll be giggling in the jail, as the cops say. That's Jewels of Thought.
I don't know Jewels of Thought. I've never seen her.
Well,
I don't have a clue what she looks like.
She's in there under allegedly innocent, and she was up with BBT all day yesterday for 7 hours doing this to me. 7 hours.
Well,
or the day before. When was it? Oh, here, and you didn't see Bitey Cat talking about my son, Moo of 2, this lovely Hold on a minute. This.
I never have. I'm being
Well,
honest.
I'm
If
going
I
to show it
saw
to you right now. Here you go. One last
Okay.
thing, MRB. During any disagreement, you scream, "My son died." Get a clue. Stop cramming your son's death down our throats, and then his name will never come out of our mouths. Easy peasy. Okay?
Well, I still, is that not saying something against your son?
That is against.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh. If your son died and somebody said that to you, are you kidding
I
me?
wouldn't think that they were saying anything against my son. I would say it was against me.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Okay.
I am so against those phone calls. Anybody that does that should be hung. I'm sorry.
What about we
I-
should
I-
take her kids away? Okay, that's okay. She never loved her son. Moo's saying that I told her I couldn't afford my son's casket and that I never loved my son. Okay?
I'm telling.
I know
that is
you've never
wrong,
seen
and
it.
But I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
Okay, let's do this. Please put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen comments about me not loving my son or my kids not loving me, that the way they said that they said Ray died of a drug overdose, that they said things about Ray in the comments. Yeah. And I want the chat to answer. Put a 1 if you've seen anything like that.
When you were
Look at all
talking
the
about,
ones coming up, Sour Milk. Look at all the ones coming up.
okay,
Okay.
so you brought up DeVita Lane last night. I went this morning. I scoured through.
Okay.
What's the name?
DeVita Lane, okay, said this stuff.
But I'm not finding what you're saying. Is my point.
Okay, let me tell you something. Okay?
Where is the video?
DeVita Lane said this in Nana Patty's Zoom. DeVita Lane and Moo of Two messaged somebody that's no longer there, who has the screenshots, that they said before that video was even dropped, they said, go watch Hell to the Nose video. Big bomb dropping tonight. Big bomb dropping tonight. And then after that, Mama Ames is going to go live. Okay? They knew that was happening. They were called out for it, that you shouldn't talk about Mommy's son, Mommy Rambling's son, or Carolyn's son. And they said, and DeVita said, leave me alone. I'll talk about him. Look what she did to me. When she's referencing what I didn't remember, that her daughter, which, okay, I'm not going to argue on this tombstone, it's a different date, but she says her daughter died on St. Patrick's Day. I didn't remember it. I was trying to get her to open up about, she was very depressed behind the scenes. She had come there and I was talking to her about crafts, and we went about Valentine's Day, and that the video that Held to the No, they didn't even show my apology to her that night. And then they didn't talk about me, Sandra Rusak, Scooter, and Lisa D. went in a Zoom with DeVita after that. And I apologize profusely for not remembering. But she's lying, okay? And I know...
I didn't know anything about that either.
Well,
I'm asking you about DeVita because you mentioned her last night and about this awful video that she posted to get monetized.
No. That wasn't DeVita. That was Mama Ames. That was Mama Ames. That was not DeVita.
That's right. I'm sorry. Right.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I didn't mention.
I'm
I didn't think I mentioned DeVita last night, and I'm sitting here thinking, no.
Mistake.
I mentioned Mama
My
Ames,
mistake.
and you're correct, and she did. Okay, now let me tell you, it all has to do with that video they made after the Hell to the No one, where they were saying that my son died of a drug overdose by showing a tweet they said was my son's cousin, and that my son's cousin is talking about my son when there's not even a freaking name attached to that. Okay, and that the date is May 6th. The day my son died, when we didn't even notify anybody about my son's death on May 6th. okay? Except our own family, not anybody. So this whole thing is a bunch of load of crap, number one. Second thing is, they said things in the chat. Mama Ames knew all about it. She put out that video. In that video, she lied her freaking head off, saying all this stuff about me and Cornelia when they couldn't stand Cornelia. Moo couldn't stand Cornelia. Mama Ames couldn't stand Cornelia. Everyone in the mod chat knows that. They're lying through their teeth. So she slandered me in that whole video. And then the very next day, she said she took it down out of respect for Ray. But then you see what happened. Nana Patty and Moo, they have a lot of blackmail on people. And so she went crawling back to them. And then she wasn't monetized. And Patty got I'm going to explain this. And Patty got monetized. And but you just asked, you won't let me talk. You won't let me talk. You won't let me talk.
Yes, I will.
Then let me tell you why I said it. She needed view hours.
I'm listening.
Well, let me talk. There was the only thing she was missing. When you need to get monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers, okay? And you need 4,000 watch hours. She did not have the watch hours. But with that video, right after that thing that Hell to the No did, where people were talking about my son in there, okay? With that video, she made her 4,000 hours. So she deliberately put that video back up when they tell me, oh, I monetized this and I monetized that. That is what got her monetized. That. And that's what I mentioned.
You talked about a video that I looked for.
It's there. It's the one that says why I left Mommy Ramblings. That's the video. She changed the title. That's the video.
Well, I'll look again to see. I did not see that.
Yeah, it's there. And Joanne Dallas is one of the first comments in the chat and goes, I guess the cat's out of the bag on how Mommy Rambling's son died. And she left that comment in there. She probably deleted it now, but it was in there because we were coming home from a water park trip and somebody said, look at this. And I was sickened when I saw that, and she left that in there. And I have a screenshot of it. So you don't see people talk about my kid. They talked about my kid plenty in there. Lied about him.
Well, I'm being 100% honest when I'm telling you that the only time I've ever heard anything mentioned about your sons was something positive.
Oh, something.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And the other thing that I don't understand, when you get these phone calls in, I can't believe that the people that are on the panel aren't uncomfortable.
Everybody's uncomfortable.
I don't understand why you play them into the microphone.
Why?
I can't even imagine.
Why?
Yes.
Because I want them to hear. I want the police to hear. I want everyone to hear what happens. I want YouTube to hear.
Your answering machine.
They're not on my answering machine because our answering machine is full because of their crap. It's full. You can't go call I'll give you my home phone now. I'll let you call it. It's going to tell you Sharon, you call my home phone. Is my voicemail full on my phone? On my home phone, does it tell you my answering machine is full?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You want me to call it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So how many more years does it have to go on that you have to record messages before the FBI can do something?
You tell me. You don't think we're trying to do something? You think that we're doing this ourselves, do you?
I don't understand why it takes 4 years or longer.
Well, you know what? How about this? I'll make you come with me, okay? And because my people have been on the panel with the police and stuff. If you don't think we're doing stuff, you come with me, okay? And we will call the FBI together, okay? And then you can ask them why it's taking so long. Okay?
Okay.
And if you could speed this process along for us, great.
Say that again?
If you can speed this process along for us, great.
I didn't say I could.
No, I'm saying, you're saying what? Have you ever dealt with this? But no, I want to ask you something. Have you ever been attacked like this on YouTube and tried to deal with this?
I've never even been on YouTube, so no.
Okay, well, I've been dealing with it for almost 4 years, and it's not as easy as you think. It's not as easy as you think because YouTube doesn't do this stuff. You see with Alex Belfield, it took 10 years for them to get justice.
But I'm not, if somebody's making death threats and the kind of disgusting...
You're going to get off YouTube. You're going to leave your job and your career and get off YouTube, and you think it's going to stop? Sandy Rusak got off YouTube and it didn't stop. They still attack her son on the daily.
I'm asking you, what does the FBI say as far as them
The FBI
being able to do something?
It takes a very long process, especially because our laws are not up to date. Our laws are different in all states. Like Massachusetts, do you know this? In Massachusetts, you can march yourself into the court tomorrow and say, I want to get a restraining order against Mommy Ramblings. And they'll say, okay, here you go. Here's your form. And you just fill out what she did to you, sign it, and we'll give you a 2-week temporary restraining order. And then in 2 weeks, you'll have to come back into the court with her or an attorney representing her and provide your proof to the judge. In New York, we cannot do that. I can't say, hey, I can't march into the New York court and say, sour milk and cookies is bothering me. Can I get a temporary restraining order based on what I say? No, you can't in New York. And BBT says that's not true. All you have to do your homework and look up the law. She lies all the time. She lies all the time.
I have attempted to get a restraining order, and they refused it. And there was plenty of proof.
Well, no, they're not on a temporary restraining order because anyone can get one in Massachusetts. If you put down that you're being harassed by someone, you can get it, but in 2 weeks...
I told them what I was being harassed with, somebody with a gun.
Okay, well then...
And they...
Let's do it. I'll do it with you tomorrow. If you still need that, I'll show you how to do it tomorrow, and you'll get it. But in 2 weeks, you'll have to provide concrete proof, which she couldn't do, and it was thrown out.
This was a couple of years ago.
Okay. Well, I don't know how many years ago, but right now you can do that in Massachusetts. 100%. 100%. In New York, you cannot do it unless it is someone you're in a relationship with or someone you're have a criminal case against. You cannot just go against and say, I want a restraining order against my neighbor. I want a restraining order against this person or that person. It's very different in New York. Very different.
Well, I took my niece to get one for somebody that broke into her apartment, and they really did not want to do it. They said they think it's a bad idea.
See, somebody said there, that's the truth about Massachusetts in there. I'm telling you, it's the truth. I researched it. I am lobbying for
I'm telling you, two times that I've gone through it that, no. And like I said, one was for my niece who an ex-boyfriend got into her apartment.
How long ago was this?
This was probably 4 years ago.
Well, you should have still been able to get
I'm
it.
just saying, I agree. I couldn't believe my ears when they were refusing. Oh, it'll probably set them off even more, and I'm just telling you what my experiences have been.
Yeah, temporary restraining order in Massachusetts you can get based on your word. 2 weeks later, hers was thrown out because there is no credible evidence that I was a threat to her, and it was thrown out. She likes to negate that. We have shown that paper multiple times, and she still lies right out there all the time about it. I also have the police report that I've shown to my people in the Zoom from the Billerica Police Department, where they said that she was going in the police department and saying that, oh my gosh, this woman is doing this on social media to me and that. And they said, which woman? And she said this. And they said, is she doing anything to you on your channel? Is she sending you emails? Is she putting comments? No. So you're getting this from going to her channel. Yeah, watch this, watch this. I don't hear her talking about you, ma'am. You haven't shown me anything where she's saying anything to you. okay? And they told her to stop watching me. I have that police report. And then that officer called me, okay, and wanted to make me aware that she had been in the Billerica Police Department, Billerica, I'm sorry, because Nicole always corrects me on that, Billerica Police Department, and was being a nuisance to the officers, okay? And the FBI paid her multiple visits. And those that were here on panel that saw the police report, feel free to chime in and say that you've seen it. And I will send it off to Truth Brigade so they can put it in a video.
We've seen it.
I've seen it.
But for something so disgusting of what's been going on,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is wrong with a person asking to see it?
To see what?
All of these videos that you've been saying, that they say all of these things, that's all.
That video, I told you, I'll get you a timestamp. She's probably deleted that part, but I'll give it to you. I'll give you the one that's downloaded. The other night, she exposed her emails that she's saying she wants a legal fund, and her partner's saying, oh my gosh, stop saying everything you're buying. You're trying to get these people to think they're given to a legal fund. That doesn't bother you?
I don't give money, so
You don't, but it doesn't matter money. It's talking about morals.
I've seen it as well.
Say that again?
She says she's seen the police report.
I said I've seen it as well.
And that's fine. I'm asking for me to see it. That's all.
Okay, well, if her video is still there and she hasn't taken it down, but lately she's been a little dirty deleter. Okay? She deleted the video where she exposed.
I'm just going by what you had said last night or this morning, that
It
she
wasn't.
reposted that video.
No, that was Mama Ames. You've got everybody confused. That was
Well,
Mama
no,
Ames.
that's what I'm talking about right now. I mean, any of the videos
Okay,
that you've talked
listen.
about.
Okay, Mama Ames's video is reposted. It's back. It says
I'll
why
check
I
it
left.
again.
It says why I left the Mommy Ramblings community, and it's back. It's from August 31st.
Okay.
So you have to go back.
I seen with my own eyes Mama Ames say that she was putting that video back up.
And got monetized the very same time because
And-
she
and
needed
she
the watch
said-
hours.
She said that your son died of an overdose.
I could not watch her video because it was disgusting, because the first thing I saw when it came up was Joanne Dallas said right in Mama Ames' chat, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Her son died of an overdose. And I was sickened that Mama Ames did not take that comment out. And I was outraged, okay? And then they were saying all kinds of things about him dying of an overdose. And then she got on and said, oh, did you see Hell to the Nose video? Yes, it's very sad, very sad. And I turned her off. Then she deleted the video because she said it wasn't her own words, and I can show you that it's not right to talk about how my son died. And she said she didn't understand what happened about the Hell to the No video, but she did, because I know the people behind the scenes that got the screenshots, okay? But I thought, okay, well, even though I know she's lying, at least she's going to do the right thing and take it down. And she knew what it was, because when she said she took it down, then April agreed, and April got chewed out. She got her ASS chewed out by Lisa D and DeVita for saying that they shouldn't have talked about Ray, and that's how that whole split came out. Because
Well, I
April
don't think
stood up.
anybody should talk about Ray.
Nobody
I don't
should.
think anybody should talk
No,
about Ray.
but Lisa D thinks she should. Lisa D said, yay, yay, yay. Carolyn's got to come to terms with how her son died. Lisa D knows nothing. And she needs to come to terms with a lot of things in her life that I could say. That she is despicable.
In all fairness, I think all of us need to come to terms with something in our lives. I mean, all of us. Not just you, not just me, all of us.
I don't talk about the way people's kids died and lie about them.
I don't either.
And I don't
think
support that. You
I
never
don't
find me
support that
supporting
either.
that. Never.
Can I ask you this?
Mhm.
Do you support everybody that's on your channel, everything in their life and what they say and their beliefs?
Well, we don't talk about a lot of things that are divisive, like politics. Okay? So, do I feel the same way politically? Probably not about a lot of people, because I'm very non-political. So, if there's somebody that's completely one way or the other, that's fine. But I've always have policy. I don't discuss politics with my friends or family. Don't do it. It's divisive.
But I'm talking about everything in their life.
But how do I
Do you
know?
agree 100%?
It doesn't matter. There's no, you understand, if a person is a good person, to me, okay, as long as they are a moral and good person that treats people good, if they're gay, if they're straight, if they're bi, I don't care. I don't care. Live and let live, but be a good person. How do I know what baby Beth is doing? I know her here. When she comes here, she's a respectful, good person. I'm not giving her like an inquisition of what's going on in her life. I don't know what you mean by that question.
Well, my point is, I don't agree with every single thing that goes
Oh,
on
but
in every
wait,
other...
no. If one of these people were out there harassing a grieving mother and lying about the way her son died, they wouldn't be sitting in this chat. They wouldn't be sitting in here.
While I was over at BBT's, if any of that stuff was going on regarding your kids, there was no way in hell I would be sitting on that channel. There was no way.
It goes on every single night. So is it just my kids that you draw the line with because you don't care what they say about me or my husband, my 4'9" husband that can't satisfy me? You don't care what they say?
I don't agree with that. I've never said anything about Jimmy.
They say it every night in there. Come on now.
So, I'm not saying that they don't say that. I mean,
well, how do you support that? You sat here for how long? And how many emails did I get when you told me how disgusting these people are?
No. What I said was it was disgusting. The phone calls or
no. I'm not talking about that. You have told me, you have gone on. I don't want.
That was disgusting.
You said, okay, maybe you said nasty, whatever. You said that these people and what they're doing, we're not even talking.
Disgusting.
Oh my gosh. I don't know your exact word. You think I have your email memorized? I know the gist of it. The gist of your emails where I will stand behind you and support you. And I think what these people are doing is put in whatever adjective you want, okay? But that's what you said, that you did not condone it. You listed certain creators. I mean, I could share your emails if you want me to with you. I could read them out for you. You sent me multiple emails over the years telling me a lot that how you supported me and how you couldn't stand what was being done. And I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
I'm paraphrasing again because I don't have your email stuck in my head. I know the gist of it.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. So then how can you go over there and listen to these people say this nasty crap?
Because I know what you said that BBT said about your son.
Carolyn,
What?
could I interrupt for one moment?
Sure.
Sour Milk, could you mute your YouTube side?
Yeah, you have some like feedback. Are you on speakerphone?
Your YouTube, I think, is on.
Yeah, your
Okay,
YouTube
yeah.
is on. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
That's much better, I think.
Really? I didn't do anything.
Isn't it?
Is it better?
Scooter, is it better? Let me see if she answers. Somebody, Larky's saying yes.
That's strange. I went to make the adjustments and I didn't do anything.
Say something else.
Keep talking.
Hello?
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
No, now
7,
I
8,
can,
9.
now I can hear it
Talk
again.
again, Sour Milk. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better.
No, I
It's
can
better.
hear the echo now.
Yeah, I can hear the echo.
Yeah. Is your YouTube, check if your YouTube is on.
Yeah, because it's a real, it's not easy to listen to.
Okay.
You see, there's no sound, right? Nothing.
Okay, wait a minute. Is that any better?
Yeah. Isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it's a
What do
little
you think?
better. Ah, here it goes again.
Yeah.
Wow,
do you
I
have,
shut my YouTube off.
and you're not on speaker?
I am on speaker.
That's probably what it is. Can you try it off
that's probably
speaker?
why.
Is that better?
Keep talking. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm not on speaker now.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. I have to have the phone fastened up to my ear.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I guess it's just interference.
No, I don't. I know the echo is annoying. What was I saying before?
I don't remember. I think you were talking about, I said, well, then how can you sit in the chat no matter what they say? What kind of degrading things they say? What if their Jimmy ran over and killed our puppy, as they're saying? That's not true. Is that okay? Is it okay to call me names and to age shame me and to say I have a hump in my back and that all this crap they say about me, my husband's 4'9", and that, what about all this stuff? Is that okay with you?
It's not okay. But why I was saying I never saw any of the videos that you have been talking about.
Okay. I
It's
said,
that she's
I'll
been
fix the
accused.
videos for you. I said, I'm going to, Mama Ames
Oh,
is there,
okay, but
and I'm going to send you the one with BBT. So we've got that off the table. Now I get to ask you something.
I'm
How can you
explaining
sit in the
something
chat
to
with
you.
those comments? It's okay.
That's what I'm trying to explain
So
to
wait,
you.
I just want to say something. So it's okay if you think that BBT didn't say something, then you're okay with them going after me and making horrible comments. See, I'm not
No,
okay with that.
That's what
and I
that's
don't.
what I'm
I
trying
don't.
to explain to you.
Natasha's done some horrific things to me, but you know what? I don't sit there and go after her weight, her body, her kids, her family, her monetary stuff. I don't do that. I don't go that way because there's so much. I don't go and pull apart BBT's looks and her body and this and that. I don't do it. Doesn't matter what. I don't do it. And it doesn't happen in this chat. It never will. It doesn't happen in this chat.
Can I explain why
You're okay with that?
I thought she might be saying any of this stuff?
There's no reason to say it, but go ahead.
I think she is hurt from being accused of the FA
No,
stuff.
she said it.
Which-
She said it way before. She's been doing this for 4 years.
Well, I just started going over there.
But you heard the stuff, and you were scared when you said you heard her voice clips. I know you heard the stuff she said. So suddenly she became a good person.
Oh my God.
What? You said you were scared when you heard those voice clips of her threats.
I was scared. I told her I was petrified of her.
Okay, so how did that change?
Because I listened to her, and I don't believe that she has anything to do with the
Can
FA
I
comment.
tell you something? When she splices me together and sits there and says, see this, listen, that's her. And you can clearly see I'm in different clothes. I'm explaining the SWAT in different years and different times. And she puts it through together as if 1 minute I'm crying and 1 minute I'm matter-of-factly stating about it. Do you believe that?
That's not what I'm-
You can't tell me.
I'm
You
not
can't
talking
tell
about
me
any
you
of
don't
that
think
stuff.
that she is either purposely duping you. You don't believe. She sits up there and says, you see this? I proved this. I proved this. If you believe those splices are me talking at the same time and that she is...
I never said...
Then why would you want to listen?
Take it a lot of that stuff.
Why would you want to
my
listen to
God.
someone that doesn't make sense? Why would you want to listen to someone that is
I
that is
went
just
over
playing
there
games?
to see what was going on and if she actually was saying this disgusting stuff. And I've never heard it.
Okay.
And I'll never say I heard it because I never heard it.
Okay. Well, I'll show it to you. So if we get that,
Okay, and
if we get
that's
if
what
we
I'm
get
asking,
if we
that's
get
all.
that off the table, let's talk about the other stuff she does. She obsesses for 6-7 hours a day just playing my videos and tearing me apart, number one. And then she makes these videos put together and she pretends that it shows you something. And when you know, and I know you see it, that it doesn't. But you sit there and you humor her that it does. And so does everybody. Is that how you like to spend your night? 6-7 hours? Just every day? But why? You're just watching me and she's speeding me up and she's slowing my voice down like a little kid does. And is that really the content you like? And then everybody in the chat is doing nothing but hate things against me, my family. Is that where you want to spend your time? Because that's not the person I knew that was over here. You're not the person I knew if that's how you want to spend your time.
That isn't how I want to spend my time.
Then what?
I started going over there because I wasn't seeing what you were saying. You've never showed any videos of it.
But I saw a lot of comments you made over there.
Yeah.
And they were pretty
I have a
bad.
dark sense of humor, and I talk about myself plenty.
Well, they were pretty bad.
Anybody that knows me. Say that again?
They were pretty bad. The comments that I saw were
Like
pretty
what?
bad. I'll go get them. They were pretty bad.
Like-
Scooter saw them too. Other people saw them. Did anybody else here see
I'm not denying.
Okay, well, I don't.
I'm
I
not
mean,
denying that.
I don't want to go into it, okay? Because, you know, it does affect me. So I don't want to go into that. I've had enough, okay? I really have had enough. I want these people to leave me the hell alone, and I want them to leave my family the hell alone. Is that too much to ask? Do you think you'd like people 6 to 7 hours a day that do nothing but watch you? Channels created exactly about you, and they take every little thing you do and say. You think that's normal or okay?
No,
not.
I'm not saying it's okay.
It's not.
But I'm also saying it's not okay to accuse somebody of that.
She
Totally disgusting.
said that. She said it.
Okay.
She said Carolyn has to speak into the thing, and this is what she has to say. And I was sickened by it.
You accused her of calling the...
No, I didn't.
God.
She told you that I did that.
And what she would like, and what
No,
I heard
no.
you saying what she would
I
like
said
to do to your
that,
little boy.
Oh my gosh. I said that she
I heard you,
exposed-
Carolyn.
Listen, I said,
That I heard you.
I said she exposed herself. How did she know what the caller
Okay.
said?
Word it any
I
way you
didn't
want,
say it out
Carolyn.
loud.
You did say it.
I said she exposed herself. She knew what that caller said, and I didn't have it
And
played.
what does that mean?
What does it
that
mean?
Is she,
It means
is
that she
know
was
the person?
privy. She was privy to what was put into that machine. So was it her
I
assistant?
don't believe
Was
it.
it?
I don't believe it.
She knew all about those spoofers, didn't she? She knew everything about them. How'd she know all about them before?
What did she
before
know?
she
What
re-
is it she knew?
Oh, that Carolyn's got to speak that into this thing. That was before she said she did the research to find out all about them. That was before she did the research. So she lied to you. She knew all about it.
She's not lying to me. She doesn't talk to me.
Okay.
I just, if I see something like that somebody is either doing something, saying, or being accused of something that.
What about what she's
I've
wait,
never
wait, wait,
seen
wait,
it.
wait. Listen to me. What about what she's accusing me of? The fake SWAT. She says my SWAT that I have PTSD from is fake. And I called it in. You believe that? Are you over there questioning her about it? Or are you believing her little spliced up video? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Why aren't you questioning her about that? Do you believe my SWAT was fake?
Do I believe?
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. Because for 4 years, you've never once shown a video. You never have. I hear about them.
You haven't seen the picture of you have not seen the picture of the SWAT officers in my home.
I saw the picture. I'm asking for videos that you talk about.
I didn't take videos of a SWAT. I didn't take videos of a SWAT.
Oh my God. Videos of what she's saying.
You say for 4 years.
About your son.
Wait, no. You
About your
stop.
son.
You said for 4 years, and then you're mentioning something from the other day that I said I'm going to get you the clip of. But why are you mentioning only that? Why are you mentioning only that? And why don't you care?
I went over there.
Why don't you care? Why don't you care? If you
I think it's an awful thing to accuse somebody else.
You don't think it's an awful thing for her to accuse me of making those calls and making a SWAT on myself? You don't think that's an awful thing to accuse me of?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. When you sat over here for years and you were supposed to have genuinely liked me, and you don't care, but you don't care. You don't care. I tell you, I'm going to show you what I told you, and then you still didn't question her about what she's saying about a fake SWAT, and you didn't question her that she said I made those calls.
So I've been sitting in your chat for all these years.
You sat in her chat and you listened to her gobbledygook. And I
sat there
know,
like 3 times.
but
three
she
times,
didn't.
as opposed to 3 or 4 years.
Wait a second. I asked you if you think my SWAT was fake.
And I'm telling you, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't think it was fake. I don't think it was fake.
But you don't care enough to say, BBT, these videos you're showing us are shite. And they're sick, and they're twisted, and they don't make any sense. You won't tell her that, though, right? You'll sit there and you pretend that she's showing you.
I would if I saw something to support.
What about when I showed you? Wait a minute. What about when I showed you she was being deceptive by lying about where the date was on those SWAT pictures? She was being deceptive to try to tell you that I posted that after the SWAT happened or before the SWAT happened, whichever one she said, because she's looking at the date on the bottom, which is the post below, not the date on the SWAT.
Well,
what about that? You don't think she's deceptive, right?
Up until this last thing about what you said she was privy to or whatever it was, I supported you. I 100% supported you. But I'm not allowed to ask to see anything.
I told you I'm going to get you. No, that's
okay.
not true. I told you 100% I'm going to get you exactly what I told you that she said.
No screenshots. I want to see a video because that's the thing that you always said.
Sure.
And I know what I heard you say
know
the other night.
nothing.
I know what I heard you say.
Yeah.
Because my mouth dropped open when you were saying it.
Mm-hmm. Right, but your mouth doesn't drop open that she accuses me of falling in a SWAT. Your mouth doesn't drop open when they call Jimmy 4'9".
Well,
your mouth doesn't drop open when they say my husband faked himself falling down the stairs. Your mouth doesn't drop open when they say my son died of a drug overdose. Your mouth doesn't drop open with all the lies they say about me. Your mouth doesn't drop open.
You have no idea, Carolyn. You have no idea.
I have so much of an idea. I can read very well.
When I first came into chat, you couldn't wait to start talking about my character and any morals. You had no clue what I was going to say, but you already had your mind made up.
No,
like you always do, because you have a very closed mind.
I have a very dirty mind?
You have a closed mind, Carolyn.
I have a very closed mind. Okay.
You do. Because if anybody disagrees with anything that you have to say or questions anything, nobody is allowed. Because you turn on them.
Go into BBT. Stay there and enjoy that kind of content.
No,
Stay
of
there and
course,
enjoy
of
people ripping
course.
apart. Yeah, go and enjoy that. Go and enjoy that. Go and enjoy
Of course.
that. Of course.
And show all of my emails because I know you can't wait.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with what I wrote in those emails. No problem. But if you want to start in on me, Carolyn,
I'm not starting in on anything. I see exactly who you are. And you're no person.
and I
thought
see
you were.
exactly who you are.
At least I can show my face. You can't even show yours.
That's right. I don't want to show my face because I think YouTube is a pile of crap.
And you love to be in that crap, don't you?
Oh, I love it. That's why I've always been in it. And I've
You're
been
in it now and you're loving it.
BBT, whatever it is.
You're in it now
Say
and
that
you're
again?
loving it. You're in it now and you're loving it.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, because you flip-flopped your morals.
I have no problem standing up for something that I believe is right. And I don't think it's right
up for
that
somebody
you
that leaves
accuse
death
somebody of
threats.
something so horrific.
Right, and it's okay. What she's
And you
accusing
never
me
show
of is not
proof.
horrific, right? What she's
You always
accusing me
talk
of is
about
not
your
horrific.
proof, but you never show it.
Whatever I show everything.
And Linda,
I would show
you're
you.
you're
I
ignorant.
told you I'm ignorant. Okay.
No, Linda, you're
go
reading.
go to name calling. Okay. Go to name calling. Call me
She was
ignorant.
calling
I'm
me names
ignorant.
in chat.
What?
She called me names in chat just now. And that's okay. As long as anybody supports you, Carolyn, that's all that matters.
I didn't.
And I'll tell you one
She said,
thing,
"Do not
I've
come
never
back
said
here."
anything about Jimmy, but I'll tell you, Jimmy has all of my empathy.
Go ahead.
And the kids,
Go ahead.
Carolyn,
Go
your
ahead.
kids should not have to listen to this crap.
They shouldn't have to listen to you. You're right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get given to me.
Not
Go ahead.
me.
Go
Not
ahead,
me.
go ahead,
I
go
don't
ahead.
play that
Go ahead.
crap.
Come on. Go ahead. You want to hurt me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. It doesn't.
All of a sudden I want to hurt you.
Go ahead.
You can say what you want.
Go
whatever you
ahead.
want.
Go ahead, Sour Milk. Show the person
Go
you really
ahead.
are.
I have no morals.
I'm
You
not
know
going to go
nothing
back
about
at you.
me.
I don't do that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me all your
No,
little
yes, you do.
Give me your. No, I don't take
You
cheap shots.
do.
Give me all your cheap shots. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What cheap shots?
All the cheap shots you're dying.
What cheap shots?
The ones that you just gave out. Go ahead.
I don't think those are cheap shots.
No, they are. Go ahead.
I don't
You don't
think
know
the little boy
anything
should
about
have to
my
listen to that
husband.
disgusting
You don't know any. Oh yeah,
content.
go call CPS. Go ahead. Go call him.
Say that again?
Go call CPS.
Nothing. I've never called CPS on anybody, and I never would. Unless I saw somebody beating somebody.
Right. My kids live a beautiful life. My husband and I have a beautiful life. You don't know anything about our
They have
life.
a very beautiful life.
You don't know
But if you
anything
think
about
that
our
that's
life.
okay, that your kids hear that.
My kids
You
don't
think
hear
that
that.
that's okay?
My kids don't hear that.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really. My
Okay.
kids are in bed.
It's on the internet.
My
And,
kids are
but
in
they
bed.
don't know anything about it.
My kids are in bed.
Please.
My
And
kids
they-
are in bed.
And they don't know that it's on the internet. None of their friends know. You think that that's okay?
Yeah, I think
That
it's
says
okay.
an awful lot.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm a horrible mother.
That's not a good mother. I'm not saying you're not a good mother. But that behavior is bad.
Yeah, you're a bad. Yeah, okay. I'm a bad mother. Okay. You know what? Anybody else on the panel would like to talk to Sarah Milk?
I think-
You're
I
welcome.
think
I'm done.
You're a good mother who makes a couple of bad decisions,
ahead,
and that's
guys.
one of them.
Who wants to talk to Sour Milk? Anybody? Have at it. Talk to her.
No, I can't wait for this.
Sour milk.
Have at it.
This is Scooter. I want to know what's the
Hi,
change?
Scooter.
Why did you change? Why did you flip on Carolyn? I don't get it. Because I think it's because you're over there listening to BBT and you're buying everything she's selling. Am I right?
No, you're not right. You're not right.
Well, why did the change? I don't get it.
I came into chat this morning on my own. Carolyn, I don't believe if I had a chat that you would come in the way I came in. With good intentions. And did you attack me? Yes, you did. because I had questions.
I didn't attack you at all.
Yeah, oh, my morals? I'm a flip-flopper? Really?
I saw the screenshots of what you said.
What did I say?
You said horrible things. You want me to? I'll go find them. Hold on. What did you say?
Okay.
What did you say? Okay. Hang on.
I'm not saying I didn't say anything. I joke. I joke about myself, too.
I've
Plenty.
never seen you say things in our chat about anything. Okay? I've never seen you do that.
Well, people that know me.
Right, so I guess you were never
my
yourself
sense of
when you
humor.
were over here. I guess you were never yourself when you were over here then, huh? Because then we would know
Was
your sense
I
of
going to
humor.
sit and chat jokes about myself?
Well, you
I-
had
I
no
said things
problem.
about
You had no
myself.
problem tearing me apart over there.
Well, how did I tear you apart?
I want
I
to
said-
say something,
Please,
you know,
please.
regardless of what you want to know or you're asking, why bring Jimmy and the kids in this? They have nothing to do with this.
Oh, my God. And did I say
And
something
I
bad
don't
against
believe
them?
you. It doesn't matter. They have nothing to do with this. You shouldn't bring them up, period. That's my
Oh, my
opinion.
God.
What, you can't? Well, how come you can't answer anyone's questions? You can only ask the questions, right? But you can't answer anybody.
Oh, okay. That's what. Oh, all right.
Why can't you answer Debbie?
I shouldn't. So, how can I ask you the question of what BBT was accused of?
We already
It has
went
to do
through
with your
that
kid.
question and we answered it, and you keep going back. Debbie asked you a question. Why
Oh,
can't
my
you
God.
answer? You didn't
I
answer.
just answered the question.
You
I
answered-
just
Debbie, did
answered
she answer
the
your
question.
question?
It's regarding your kids. Oh, my God.
Debbie,
So, how can I answer it?
she asked why you had to bring my kids and Jimmy into this. Why couldn't you just talk to me about what BBT said? Why did you have to bring my kids and Jimmy into it? That's what she asked you.
When?
Oh my gosh.
When did I do that?
Debbie,
Tonight?
I asked you that just a second ago.
And I answered. That's why I brought. Oh, my God.
No, you asked me a
Oh,
question.
because I said. Because of what I said, I have sympathy for Jimmy and the kids.
But the point is, why even bring them up?
Oh, my God.
And you did not answer my question.
I didn't say
You
anything.
asked me.
I said nothing wrong. I said nothing wrong. Was I sitting here degrading anybody over that?
yes, me.
Yes, that is a degrade. when
Yes,
you say
me.
You feel empathy for them because you're
Because
degrading
of what you
them.
play? You let that crap. I can't believe that that's okay with everybody. That's really okay?
But it's not okay to bring other family members into things when you're wanting something from Carolyn. Jimmy and the boys have nothing to do with that.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean. I don't know what I meant. Okay. My God.
I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand.
Well, then, you can just chalk it up to I have no morals, okay?
I didn't
That's
say
fine.
that, Flour Milk. I just said
I
don't
didn't say you said
understand.
that. I'm saying everybody agrees with Carolyn, and God forbid, don't ever question anything.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
You can
Wait,
accuse
Sour Milk,
anybody of
Sour
anything.
Milk, can you stop it and listen to the panel? Does everybody
say
agree with me
something?
all the time?
No.
I
Do
don't.
I?
No.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Right. What do I do if you don't agree with me? Do I put you up against
When
the
we
wall?
when we don't agree, we are able to say what we don't agree with and discuss it like adults.
That's
Well,
right.
it depends on what it is you're disagreeing about. I've heard
No,
it
it's
plenty.
not. You haven't heard because you haven't been in our meetings. We just had a meeting tonight, and we had disagreements on what to do.
And there was some disagreements, and we all settled it. Period.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You're hearing from these other people what they tell you that we do, that I'm a cult leader. I am definitely not a cult leader. You know what? People think I sit in these Zooms to monitor them. I'm not even in these Zooms half the
you're
time.
not even.
I let everybody in here. If I was a cult leader, that's the last thing that I would do because I have no control. I let them take control. I leave them as co-hosts and let them do it. I don't have control issues. Everybody that tells you that I do, I don't. I love to delegate. I love people to do things. Okay? I don't want control. I always ask, what do you think I should do on this? What do you think we should do? I never come in like a flippin' dictator. And that's all what they're telling you out there. I am no dictator. I am no co-leader. I respect the people in here. I thank them with gratitude for what they do for me. I love them that they're here for me and that I know they're here for me unconditionally. I love them that they can tell me, I don't agree with that, Carolyn. And then I can say, okay, well, we'll see what to do about that. It's no dictatorship. You've heard from who?
I've heard Scooter attempt to talk on panel, and you shut her right up. I've heard it.
It depends on what it is, sour milk and cookies.
Well, I find it a little
that I
odd.
shut
Her and I have had our
Oh my
go-arounds
God.
with one another. We have.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anybody
have.
has.
No,
Any
and
friends that have been friends for a
sometimes
while.
there's
But we always end up working it out in the end, don't we, Carolyn?
Yes, right. Any friends have that.
Yes.
And what you heard me say the other night was just that, wait, I'm going to get to the thing. Not that she had to shut up about it, but I was going to say something first and then we'd get to that. I didn't say shut up and don't talk. I said, I'll get to that in a minute, Scooter, and then I can let you. I never say shut up and don't talk. I've never said that to anybody, shut up and don't talk.
And the other thing, when
And the thing
people
is,
say
too,
that Carolyn's
when Carolyn is on a roll in her thought process, if anybody talks,
Say
it
that
throws
again?
her completely out of it.
I-
But Carolyn has never
I
been
didn't hear what you-
one time or told anybody shut up.
No,
Never.
never.
and I want to cover the thing when people say that Carolyn has complete control over Jimmy all the time. That is absolute rubbish because Jimmy will come in and join on the Zoom meetings, have a coffee with us, and have
Yeah.
a chit,
Yeah.
let us know what he's thinking, then go on his
You're
merry
saying
way.
what other people are saying. I didn't say that.
We didn't say
I don't know
you
what
did.
goes on.
You just told
what
me
goes
that
on.
if everybody doesn't agree with me, they have to agree with me, you said. You said that out of your mouth.
Right.
Yeah, but of what I've seen. I'm not saying about Zoom. I know nothing about Zoom.
When have you
Exactly.
seen me go up against somebody I said they have to agree with me? Not true.
And we're just telling the truth.
Nobody will disagree with you.
Oh, yes,
That's
they
not
will.
true.
Oh, yes,
That's
they
not
will.
true.
All the time.
Oh, yes,
I know
they
where
will.
it's
That's not
One at a
true.
time,
Oh,
guys,
yes,
one
they
at a
will.
time. One at a time.
Then I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. I have no morals. I'm a bad person.
You know,
Okay,
Bill,
thank you very much.
Calm down.
We didn't say
calm
that.
down.
We just said
And I'm sour, according to Linda Uribe.
Well, you are sour. That's your name.
Okay.
She's calling you your name.
Oh, okay. See, you're so condescending. You are such a condescending person.
I respect.
She didn't say it like that.
Here.
Lasso Lacey says I disagree with Carolyn. People disagree with me. I'm no dictator.
disagree
I'm no
all the time.
co-leader.
Nope.
Can I just say that I respect that you have the guts to come in here, ask your questions, you know, because you want to find out for your, are you still here?
Yeah, she's here.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm still here.
Because you want to, I respect that, I do. But you got a tone, you know, you're like really mad about it and
Yes.
that's, you know,
Right.
everybody on the
I started
defensive.
to get,
No, but you don't
I
care
started to get
about
mad.
only one thing. You don't care about what they say in the chat. You don't care about all the lies she shows about me. You don't care and you don't question any of that crap she tells you. But you only want to come here and question me on one thing that I said I would show
so
you.
quick.
I said I would show it to you. And then you keep questioning me on the same thing. And I said, I'll show
Oh my
it to you.
God.
I'll show it to you. But then I ask you very nicely, I say, what about what she says about me? Do you ever think
Very
about
nicely?
Yeah.
Were you very nice to me in chat this morning? Were you? Can you be honest enough?
I said I saw the things you said, and now you're going to say, what things did you say? So I'll go back to get this.
You were nasty. You were nasty
Yeah,
to
I'm
me.
nasty.
She was aggravated, sour milk.
I'm
and
nasty.
cookies. She was aggravated.
you know
Right.
what?
She's
You
aggravated,
need to
but I have a
tone
tone.
Tone it
Been
down.
going
She's,
on
a,
for 40
she's aggravated, but I have a tone.
You
Yeah,
I
you
think
know.
Carolyn has a tone. Carolyn has a
Angry.
nasty tone.
Listen to yours.
He's angry. It's been going
Listen
on
to
4
yourself.
years.
Do you think you have a nasty tone?
Yeah.
I can get very nasty. I know I can.
Well,
You can. You're right about that.
usually when one person gets
But
nasty.
are you all sweet and sugar, Carolyn? I don't think so.
Never said I was.
Really?
But, you know,
Really?
if you want to discuss something, if everybody keeps their tones on the level, then maybe we could get
And I'm
some.
the only one who hasn't, right?
No,
Right?
did I say that?
Let me hear everybody
You
say
just-
that
you just have
Carolyn
an
can get
attitude.
nasty.
She can. She can.
So can you.
So
We
can
all can.
Scooter. So can everybody.
Not just her, but yeah, she can get nasty.
Well, all I've heard so far is my tone and my attitude.
Well, I'm just saying,
It was-
if you up your, you know, you didn't have, you know.
Everybody gets frustrated. Everybody
We're not
gets
gonna
angry.
blame her.
Everybody
We're not
has
gonna
different
Well, then
emotions.
We will
Why
send
do you
it to
attack me?
Randi.
I didn't attack
why did
you.
Linda Uribe?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
She wasn't even watching the chat.
I'm not
That's
even watching the
okay.
chat. I'm looking for screenshots that you just asked me for.
That's okay. That's Linda Uribe's opinion. She said, I do not, where is it? I just see it. It's right here. I do not like you, Sour, at all. You are mean.
Well,
And
that's
she's
not what I'm
entitled
talking
to her
about.
opinion.
I think you are. That's
She is entitled to her. But and am I not entitled to my opinion? Obviously not, because if it's different,
Go
different from
ahead.
Carolyn's,
No, that's not true.
No.
Your opinion
It is
is
true.
I'd like to see the tape of her saying these things.
And I said to you, I'll get
Come
it
and
for you.
have it. She will send it. She is not going to play it on
I
here.
won't play it on here because that's like a trap
No.
to get me a copyright
And
strike. Not doing it.
All Carolyn is asking you
Exactly.
is, do you like the mean things that she says about you for 7 hours, about 4 to 7 hours every day for 4 years?
say that again.
I said, Carolyn asks you, do you like what the things that she says about her, that BB says about Carolyn, that's been ongoing almost every day for 3 to 4 years?
And she knows how I feel, and I have no problem.
I don't know how you
But
But
feel.
it's
How do I know how you
sleazy.
feel?
What,
I don't know how
what
you
don't
feel.
see
Say
in
that
the
again?
I don't know
sleaze?
how you feel.
No.
How do I know how you
I've
feel?
never told you that I 100% support you in fighting against all of this crap that's been going on. I've never said that. Really?
No, that's not what she's asking you. She's asking, oh my gosh. She asked you about something totally different. She asked you how you feel.
Well, my point is, I've never had a problem supporting you. All of a sudden, I ask for proof of something,
And I
it's a
told you,
total
I
different.
will get it for you.
She'll show you the
I
proof,
know, but-
Milk. She's not.
I can't play
Well,
it
then, if you
now.
don't want to keep hearing the same answer, stop asking me the same question.
If you want proof, you
Oh,
come to the
God.
right place. But you know, Carolyn asks questions and you weren't answering them. Just, you know, so it's going both ways. It's something that if only cooler heads would prevail just for a moment. I think that it's too highly charged. And I really wish that somehow or another, there could be a meeting of the minds. I'm not sure that that's gonna work.
Right, yeah, I agree.
I apologize, Carolyn, for any of the joking that I said. I do apologize, but I swear on my mother's soul, I joke about myself.
That's how I am.
Maybe not in
Sour
chat.
Milk Cookies, but it's hard to tell
Say that
in
again?
chats. You know, it doesn't carry over in chats. I found that out.
Right. Well, yeah, but I
Do you
mean,
think I have feelings, sour milk and cookies?
I know you do.
Do you think
I
that
know
do
you
you
do,
think that
Carolyn.
people ripping me apart hours and hours and hours and hours and saying things about me as a mother and me as a person and me as my husband and me in my life, do you think that hurts a person?
I agree.
It's taken a heavy toll on her. It really is.
Yeah.
She needs to not hear anything about it, period. End of story.
Right.
And I told her that tonight.
We all for it. Yeah.
Now, can I calmly ask you a question? And somebody, I don't care who answers me.
Okay.
And this isn't sticking up for anybody. It's an honest question. I don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on between you and BBT. No clue. I mean, anything that I do know is what I've learned in your chat. Just recently, I started going over to BBT's to listen to the other side for myself, to see what was going on.
Okay.
Do you think that the things that you have accused her of that she didn't do, I don't know what things that they have been over the years. I don't know. This is between the two of you. Do you think she responds in the way that she's been?
Can I answer this? It's
Go
Sharon.
ahead.
I think that the things that have been done through the years have been incredibly hurtful. And for whatever reason, I don't understand it. Maybe I'll never know the reason why. BBT has, ever since she left the channel 4 years ago, has not been able to let anything go. Anything, any perceived anything, the littlest hurt, she can't let it go. And that's why she goes on and on and on, 6 hours at a time. Her channel is all Carolyn all the time. Have you ever noticed that it's nothing else ever?
Well, like I said, I think it's 3 times I've gone over there. And that's all I can speak to, besides anything I've heard,
Right.
like I said, in Carolyn's chat.
For 4 years, nothing but Carolyn. Period. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Just a suggestion, sour milk and cookies. Go on her channel,
Say that
go
again?
back and look at all of her videos and how far they go back. Every single video is nothing except Carolyn. Period. That's it.
I'm not disagreeing. I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. But I'm asking, do you think, well, maybe Carolyn can answer this. Do you think that you both reacted in ways that have set each other off?
Carolyn only had her on the channel for 6 to 8 weeks or something less than that.
Yes, I don't know if you remember that. She was on the channel for 6 to 8 weeks. I'm sorry.
remember her one.
I'm sorry, but let me just explain something. You asked me a question. I want to respond to it.
Okay, no, it's an overlap or an echo, so.
Okay. Well, what happened was she came on the channel, I believe it was the end of March, might have been the end of February. By June 2nd, it was over. So you count up how many weeks it was. And in those amount of weeks, she was gone for about 2 weeks, where she said she was in the hospital, okay, with something. And I did call her, and she does admit that, oh yes, Carolyn was a nice person. She did show concern and asked me how I was doing and stuff. But she was gone. Now, when she was here, then in the last few weeks, then I was consumed from Mother's Day, which was, I believe it was May 12th of that year, with J-Bells. Okay? So then you see there was a very small amount of time that I was really interacting with this woman, because then J-Bells took up all of my time. So when she didn't, what started the whole thing, and I don't know if you understand this, she came on a panel and she started to fight with a woman named Ann. Okay, maybe we need to play this because I don't delete my videos. And she started to fight with Joanne Dallas, who, it's funny now because Joanne Dallas, she's embracing her when she couldn't stand Joanne, and a woman named Jenna. Okay. And she had told me that she looked up Jenna and she could get arrested for the way that she looked her up. Okay. And that's on a video somewhere. Casbat had it. Somebody else had it. Anyway. So she got in a fight and Jimmy said, mute her, because she was out of control on the panel. And I had to bring everything down, got everything settled. I told her, please stop, calm down. Okay. We got everybody back on panel again. The woman named Ann is in the side chat. We get everybody up here and she just literally goes, what is that you said, Ann? And she goes off. She goes off. I don't know how many of you remember this. And Jimmy's
Carolyn,
going,
are you saying BBT did this?
yes.
Okay.
And Jimmy's going, mute her. She couldn't get over first that Jimmy said to mute her, but that I did. And that I got her off the panel. And she left me a voicemail, and it's out there on the video. I can't believe you muted me. And then she wanted to know, did you do that because Jimmy told you to do that? And I can't believe you did that. Well, then the next night, okay, there was a woman that her name was Sarah Smiles. She used to be in Molly Golightly's chat a lot. And then she changed her name to Sarah Cooter Smiles. But on one night, and it had to be June 1st, I think it was. If it wasn't June 1st, it was May 31st. She came on panel here. And she came on, it was like not that name, because this is, my memory's a little bit crazy. I don't know if it's from COVID or whatever it is. But she either came on as Sarah Smiles or Sarah something. And I told BBT that night, I said, oh my gosh, I found out that who Sarah Cooter Smiles is. And then I left her a message because she wasn't around. And Jimmy and I went out the next day. I could show you my phone. I played this for everybody in the chat. And we went into Pennsylvania where my phone doesn't get reception. So she thought I called her. And I still don't know how I say it. I said in my voicemails that I said she was Sarah Cooter Smiles. How the hell would I think she was Sarah Cooter Smiles? Sarah Cooter Smiles has this southern accent. It didn't even make sense, okay? Well, she went off to the races while Jimmy and I were out. So about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when I go to my voicemails, that's when I have the things. And she's going, you called me Sarah Cooter Smiles? You said I was Sarah Cooter Smiles? You called me M's Coffee? It was deranged. And you've heard it, Scooter, right? You guys have heard it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's deranged.
Yes.
It's deranged, Sour. I didn't even know what the hell she was talking about. And I'm thinking, like, what is going on? Why is she saying I called her Sarah Cooter Smiles? And she's like, you call me Red Lotus? I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this woman? So then I said to her, what the hell's going on? You know, what are you talking about? And I said, who's calling you Sarah Cooter Smiles? How could I call you Sarah Cooter Smiles? It wasn't Sarah Cooter Smiles. Well, the next thing, I have a thing, and she goes, you're doing this? I have 4 witnesses here. 4 witnesses, and then she just changed and said, you messed with the wrong person. You did. You are dead. Dead. And then she said to me in another one, Jimmy better get his gun, but for you, stupid, you are capped. You are capped. Capped, meaning killed. Again, she gave me another threat. You can hear them all. They're out there. Okay? She left, and then still, we were getting all these messages, and still I said to Jimmy, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to try to call her, and I'm going to try to end this. And I called her on the phone, and her assistant was there, and Jimmy was here, and there was no talking to this woman. None. She wouldn't listen to anything. I told her I never said you were Sarah. No, to BBT. I said, I don't know what the hell is going on with you, but you're not even making sense. I never said you were Sarah Cooter Smiles. Never. You have a Boston accent. This woman has an accent. I think she's from Alabama. I said, how could you think that I meant you were Sarah Cooter Smiles. I said I knew that Sarah Cooter Smiles was Sarah Smiles. And she just wouldn't listen. She kept saying I called her Sarah Cooter Smiles and she's Sarah Cooter Smiles. I don't know if she was taking a substance. I don't know what was the deal. She wouldn't listen. So then I just said, look, I have to cut you loose. That's when I found out that Christina, my moderator, was friends with her in real life, which she never told me. So was Snoop Medic, okay? And so when I sent out, which she says I want to spread an email to everybody, no, I didn't. And Sharon's my moderator, and she's been my moderator. Sharon, that email that I sent out was just to the moderators, correct? Correct. And all it said, it didn't blast her the way she said. It said, guys, I'm going to need you tonight. It might be a little crazy. I just had quite a day with BBT. She gave me death threats. I called her to try to see if I could anyway smooth this over. She wouldn't listen to me. I think she's going to come in here with guns blazing. I need help. That was the gist of the email. It wasn't sent to everyone as she said. Okay? It was sent to the moderators. But I didn't know that Christina was her friend in real life. So Christina immediately gave that to BBT, to which 2 seconds later, I got an email from BBT going nuts. And then when I finished my live that night, she left me more voicemails saying, you couldn't do it with me, huh? You've been begging for people to come up there. And we didn't. We had a great show. We had a lot of people here. But she couldn't see that. So then she made this dog barking noise like, begging, like that. Okay? And if you haven't heard it, it's out there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about on the channel? You've heard that. Yeah. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like the one voicemail that you had played quite a while back was the only one I had heard. And like I said, it scared the crap out of me. And
yeah, it did.
I don't have a problem saying that.
Right. It did. It was scary. It was very scary. And that's why I wanted to come in here, and I told Jimmy, I'm just going to settle it with her. And what I was going to say is, look, I think we should just go our separate ways, and that's it. Nobody has to know anything. But there was no settling with her. And my husband, if he was up, he would tell you that. Because I sat down here and I tried to just extradite myself from this friendship, and nobody was going to know anything. I was going to tell her that we just, whatever, decided to part for whatever reason. Nobody had to know anything, and that was it. She was not wanting to do that. And then she had a vendetta when she said, you have a channel to lose, biatch. Okay? There was her agenda. Then I got the email from those other people, and that said she wanted me viciously murdered, and I want them all dead. There, I said it. That email is out on Truth Brigade, if you haven't seen that one. And that was never...
Wait,
what?
Who does she want dead?
Me, my pussy husband, these are her words, Wendy from Diane and Wendy, and Diane, which she called Lian, and Rabid Dog. Mm-hmm.
That's where it all started.
She wouldn't go away. She said she wanted me dead, viciously murdered. And my husband.
And every night since, the fight has continued.
She's the one that continued this. I just wanted her to go away. That's all. Go away.
Very
Nobody
immature.
I wouldn't have said a word. She could have gone her way. Go start a channel, do what you want, but she couldn't start a channel. All she does is talk about me 24/7. 24/7. It's me. I'm her channel. Every community post is about me. Every video is about me. Every time she talks is about me.
Well, I'm not saying this picking up for
Hey,
anybody.
Cheever, I love you. You've been back. I woke up and you were alive. So, I'm so happy to see you, Cheever. I hope you're well.
But sour milk, it's just spiraled. It's went from one thing to another after that, where she says Carolyn's editing her videos, clapping like this.
I mean, crazy things that I know, Sour Milk and Cookies, you can't believe that I'm going like this. And Scooter made a joke about it on her channel. It was a freaking joke. And you know it's a joke. If you say you laugh and joke around, you have to know when Scooter was saying, I just go like this in my videos edit. Or that the cuckoo clock is telling me where to edit my video. Come on, you see that and you see it's crazy. I know you see it's crazy.
Whatever you've seen the screenshots of me, what I've said over at BBT, have I ever said anything that I believe you swatted yourself, you do whatever it is, calling it? Have I said that? I haven't.
No, never that I saw. No.
If I said it, I would say it right now.
Okay.
I did not say that.
Okay,
I never
right.
acknowledged it.
Not that I've seen. No, I have not seen that.
Well, you can.
Well, I mean, that's the
you
only
could
thing I
check
can
it out.
answer. I haven't seen that, and I would hope you would never say that or believe that, because that's not true. And I accept your apology, but that you gave me before.
Okay, because I don't say, when I joke, I don't say it to hurt people. And like I said, I've said some pretty bad things about myself that people will be surprised, but they know that's just my sense of humor.
Okay.
My mother used to say I had a dark sense of humor.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, sometimes we can joke about things that are dark, especially if we're in a situation when sometimes laughter gets you through it. It's the only thing that gets you through it.
I was just going to say, I think that's the only way to make it through a lot of things, you know?
When my son,
And I'm
when we
sure
found
you
out
feel
my
bad
son,
if she took it, that she'd think you were being really rude, right, Carolyn?
when my son, when we found out he had Hodgkin's, Hodgkin's disease, or they told me to call it Hodgkin's disease, but when he had Hodgkin's, we joked around on the way there. Were we making light of it? No, it was how we were dealing with it at the time, because it was the only way to get through it.
No, I can understand that.
We said, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm, I think you got the good Hodgkin's, Mike, and then he's like, yeah, I think it's the good one, Mom. So I mean, and then, he would get a PET scan. I said, what do you want to do about the PET scan? I think I'll roll the dice this time, and that's how we handled it. And sometimes you handle it with humor.
Yep.
It doesn't mean you're laughing at cancer, because you're definitely not. But it's how you can get through it.
But I mean, I'll even joke about things about myself that aren't even in the present, just because
Yeah.
whether it's something that might still be not bothering me.
I
But
joke about my memory. So if I forget something, or my memory, or I joke about that I'm late, or about something, sure.
no, I mean, I talk about that.
You talk about what?
And you joke about my memory. I'm kidding.
I don't know what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, and you joke about my memory.
Oh, your memory.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But can I say this?
Yeah.
And again, I'm not making excuses, because I don't know all the details that went on between the both of you. I don't. Only what I've ever heard, because I've never gone in any other chat. She has said, I think quite a few, I was surprised. She has spoken nicely about you a couple of times that I don't know if you've heard her.
Well, I heard
She
her.
has said some positive
I
things.
heard her say the other night. Well, Carolyn is not what you think she is offline. She's very caring. She calls and she said if I was okay when I was sick, and she called to see how I was feeling. Okay, I don't know why
Yes,
she
she
thinks
has
I'm not caring online, because I think I am a pretty caring person online. But I think what she's saying is how everybody says I'm a dictator and I am like a tyrant offline and a cult leader. That's not true.
I think some of what she says, she does say joking, because I've heard her say the opposite. And I'm not making it up. She said she has said this quite a few times, that you used to be friends, and she really liked you.
Oh, I know she really liked me. I think that's why she's obsessed with me, because there's a fine line between love and hate. And I think she has an obsession with me because of how much she liked me.
I didn't take it that way. She was pointing out what she thought were good qualities,
Okay.
and I thought that was nice.
Right. Okay. But I've seen another. I have emails from her and things you haven't seen. So I think I know a little better.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going by
Yeah.
what I've
I
seen.
hear you. I hear you.
and-
Okay, that's your opinion. Yeah,
Okay.
you're entitled to it. Everybody is.
Do you want an opinion that's outside,
Sure.
like the books? All right. So from what I've seen, this is just my observations, my opinion. Carolyn's very supportive, and she's tried to sort of help everyone as much as herself. And I think people have taken advantage of that. And people who had sort of low confidence and self-esteem, they come in this community and we really build each other up. And some people kind of maybe have not had power or control in their life before, and I think it goes to their head a bit, and they feel very important, and it kind of gets a bit out of control, and they feel that without them, that Carolyn wouldn't have a channel, and they feel that they've done so much for the channel, and they get really hurt when they leave and Carolyn doesn't turn around and kiss their ass and say, oh my God, like, please come back, I'm so sorry, and grovel, 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 when they've done her wrong. And that's what they expected. And it's really sad to see, and I think it really hurts them a lot when the channel moves on without them and still does well without them. And they've seen, they used to refer to the new panel, because that used to be where they used to sit, and they know what they're missing out on. And it really is a strong community here. That's the reason I'm here. It's I've made really good.
Yeah, it's only gotten stronger with the Zooms and everything. It has only gotten stronger.
Yeah, but they know what they're missing out on, and then with the Zooms, they don't know what's happening, and that kind of kills them in a way too. But it's sort of, I think it's just the bitterness that you didn't need me to go on. They thought that the channel wouldn't survive without them, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I know she's 100% right, because there are voicemails from BBT that night when she said to me, everybody's going to ask for me. You're not going to go on. You don't even realize how important I am to the channel. You think everybody loves you. And then she says, and you're just going to sit there and you're going to go on and you're going to have Joanne and you're going to have Jenna. That's what she said. I was only going to be left with Joanne and Jenna, and then I'm going to go on and everybody's going to ask for her and everybody's going to ask for her. And that's what she said, that it would never grow without them. And everybody that's ever left has always said that. Always.
And when they go on their own channel, Carolyn sort of makes it look easy, but Carolyn's got years and years of experience behind her with, just the life experience that she's had. Her channel didn't happen overnight. She's put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. She's taken a lot of chances. She's evolved. She never thought she would end up on YouTube, but just, life circumstances, that's where she ended up. And she always makes the best of a bad situation, and she's successful. But that's because effort equals results. Carolyn's willing to put in the effort and she gets results, where these other people, they make their own channel and they realize it's not as easy as it looks, and they get a little bit frustrated and they start hating on Carolyn and realize, oh, that gets lots of attention and lots of views, and then it turns into it really, I don't know if you've noticed, but as soon as someone becomes monetized, it really is evil. It really brings the worst out in people. And I think they forget they just lose touch with reality, and it's a real shame. It really is. And someone to just to hate on anyone in general, a human being, but to continue it for so long, it's become I think a mental issue to obsess over that person so much. The last thing BBT thinks about when she goes to sleep would be Carolyn. The first thing she thinks about when she wakes up is Carolyn. What's going to be my thumbnail? What am I going to talk about? And she gets really excited, sort of when she has something, new to say. But it's just the same thing over and over again for 3 years. And we, being a member of the community, had no idea that this had been going on for years and years. It was only when a line was crossed and you bring Carolyn's deceased son into it that Carolyn just like not like ignoring it, ignoring the problem isn't fixing anything. It's not making it go away. She isn't
Well, can I
getting any
ask,
better.
when
It's
did-
only getting worse. And so that's only just
When did
recently this year is when we knew that there was even an issue. And that should say a lot
But
about her character.
when did it start about Carolyn's deceased son?
Oh gosh,
It's
right
when-
after
it's
he
when that
died,
got-
they called the funeral home. These people called the funeral home. First, they didn't believe my son died. They thought I did. They actually got on there and said they thought I did it for views. How sick is that? How sick and twisted. Then they called the funeral home. Then other channels sat there and made jokes about my son, and other people sat on the panel, and that woman is still to this day doesn't understand why that would be upsetting. Okay? And then she lied to me. It's been going on since he died. Since he died. I'm not reliving all this. They've been doing this crap to me since he died.
And I don't expect you to relive it. I've just never heard any of this.
Because we don't want to bring it to the channel. We want to do our thing. We don't want the drama. That's
But
why you haven't
I've
heard.
heard it from you, but I've never heard them say anything. Even
Oh my gosh,
these
even
last
Save Robbie
three times.
admits they called the funeral home. If you go to RDA, there's clips on different channels where Hello Starlight sat there when they were.
I don't listen to Save Robbie. I don't
But
listen
you're
to
asking,
Save
you're
Robbie. I
saying,
don't know who-
okay, then I don't know how to make you hear it.
Well, because I'm saying specifically BBT.
BBT was with Save Robbie during that time, and they were on Lemonade's panel with Save Robbie. So you don't know the history of it because we didn't talk about it.
It goes far
Way
back.
back. You don't know. BBT was with Robbie then, and then with Lemonade. Do you know who Lemonade is?
The first word of that
Yeah,
name, Lemonade.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, though.
I'll be the first to admit, I mean, like I said, the first time I had gone on, and I can't remember her name. She didn't do lives, but I think she was talking about the Watts case. And I would listen once in a while. And then she mentioned that about your son, who he had passed away. And that's the first time I ever heard of you. That's how I ended up going over. And then
Okay.
I enjoyed your channel. And that's,
All right. Thank you.
and I thought everybody
I
on
have
the
a
panel
question
was
for you.
great.
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask
Yep.
you a question. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with Sandra Rusak. Okay, because I spoke to her. She's a good friend
Yep.
of mine today. Today we spoke, and she said, "You know what? Frankie told me about this BBT, and that she put up a video of us. Why did she do that? I don't want that video up there. That's not her business to take that video. We wanted that to be on your channel because we know you care, and that she's using that channel, and it's ugly. And what they're saying in the chat hurts us, and it hurts our son. Can you strike that video? Strike it for me." I said, "You know what? I did strike that video." And for some reason, it
What
was
video was it?
She played the exclusive interview with Frankie, and Sandy came in sometimes. That was, they only wanted me to do, and then they lied and they said that I asked them to do it, and maybe I wrote that script. Sandy and Frank know where that script came from. Sandy and Frank asked me to do that. Sandy and Frank were happy that I did that. Then they lied about the money. They said that the money, I took that money. That's a lie. Okay? And they didn't show our chat, because if they showed the chat, it would have showed you that I wasn't taking all that super chat money, that we were splitting that super chat money. And they didn't want to say that, right? No, because they wanted me to seem like a mercenary person that did that. And I was going to give it to all of them. She said, split it. And then when she said to me, I said, "Sandy, here's your share." And she told me, you know what she told me? She said, "Carolyn, I want you to take that money, and I want you to get things to remember your son." So I bought a memory blanket made with his pictures, and I bought this sun wheel spinner copper thing that runs on solar, because she wanted me to have that to look at Ray. Okay? That's the kind of woman she is. And now,
I think the world of her. I think her
but
family.
then how can you let them slander her the way they did? To slander that family, to put that, she doesn't want that video up there. She doesn't want it there. She had begged me tonight, Carolyn, strike it for me, she said. Strike it for me. And I said, Sandy, I can't do it. I tried to strike it, and it won't take it down. And they're hurting a family that's been through the worst thing. And it's okay. That and enough should make you turned off to those people.
But you're asking me about something that I have no idea about.
But I'm telling you now. Go see it. She has 2 videos with them in it.
We're talking tone, Carolyn, and you're
I'm upset.
talking to me about something that I have nothing to do with, and you're saying it like
I'm upset.
you're putting it on me.
I'm thinking about how my friends are being hurt. I have emotion. I wear them on my sleeve.
This is anguish, not anger. Anguish.
I'm thinking about my friend who's begging me to get that video down, begging me. Because it's hurting her son and it's hurting her. And she's begging me to get it down. And I've tried everything I could. And these people don't care what they do to people. That's what you're seeing. And I can't help her. I can't help her in this little way to take this away from her. Because they're mean and they're rotten and they won't take it down. And they don't care about what they say.
Well, all of this started because I went in there, like I said, I think 3 times recently. And up until this, I mean, I have supported you and I've never had a problem. But the longer it's gone on, I end up with questions. That's all.
But how can you support
And again,
anybody?
I
I know you say you didn't see it, but now you saw it. How can you support someone that hurts them like that? How can they think that's
What do you
funny?
mean, now I saw it? Now I saw it? When did I see it? You're saying now I saw it. You just now told me about it.
Okay, now that you
Okay,
know
now
that.
that you know about it.
Now that you know that, I
You know
misspoke.
about it
I
now.
misspoke. Now that
Well,
you
again, so you're asking me. This is. I don't know what you're asking of me.
I'm saying to you,
You
I'm
just
just
told
saying-
me something.
yeah, and I'm asking
is
you.
awful.
It's awful. And now that you see that, and you know
So
that.
I-
I'm sorry. I said see. No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Now that you know that, and you can go there and see it if you need to see it for yourself, because I understand that too. If you do need to see it for yourself, I need to see things for myself. But when you do see it for yourself, and you do see that video, that you know that Sandy wants down, how then can you support?
I would say something. I don't have a problem whether you think so or not. I don't have a problem.
Okay, great.
Just like to say that, like, I do respect the fact that you came and, you know, had the guts to come and talk on panel, because that must be quite,
Yeah, I respect you too.
intimidating. And I hope that you can, like, you know, sleep on it and just think about everything that, you know, you've learnt today. And, you know, that might help you sort of look at things in a different light. Because people only see what they're looking for. And so now having, like, a different side of, you know, more information, I hope that does, like, sort of help you understand a lot better, because I know BBT's videos are, I can't actually really watch them because they're all over the place, and it kind of makes me think that's what her brain must be like, if that makes sense.
I wouldn't watch. I couldn't sit. It was hard this morning watching that Truth Brigade, whatever. To sit in, but I really, if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong.
Yeah. Do you have any questions,
And-
like anything else that you'd like to know, or that you don't understand and need clarified, or?
I was going to ask something and it slipped my mind.
I'm glad that you came up to ask questions. More people
Yeah,
should
it's
do
good.
this.
Oh, I'm glad I came up. And as far as I can get nasty, I'll be the first to own up to it. When I feel like I'm getting
Yeah.
What?
Especially when emotions like behind it.
yeah,
And
and
especially when you're feeling attacked, you go on the defense. It's just natural.
right. But
Yeah.
some of the yelling, it's probably this echo, and I've got the cell phone pressed so hard to my ear to even hear. So if I am yelling, some of the times I really don't mean to yell.
Yeah,
Some of it,
that's
yeah,
okay.
I'm
But some
getting
people
worked
are
up.
loud talkers. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I have a hard time with the echo and trying to hear with the phone pressed so hard up against my ear. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all the yelling.
Okay.
Not all of it, but some of it.
No, but the thing is, like, even if you do yell, if this is like a grown-up adult, two-sided conversation, the way things are supposed to be, and unless you put forward what, your side of things, like, we don't understand, like, why a lot of people left, and suddenly everyone's got a story that, has come out of nowhere, and, so, like, it's a mature way to have a conversation, and if we're going to yell, like, we're getting stuff out of our system, and that is really healthy, because then it doesn't manifest, and we don't spend 3 years obsessing and stalking someone online and making our whole life about one person. So if you need to yell to get your point across and get it out, go for it. But it's like you're listening and you're talking, and that's what matters.
Well, I never wanted to.
You're doing it, it's like what you're doing.
Say that again?
It's not how you're doing it. So it's not that you're yelling like when you're talking. It's not how you're doing it. It's what you're doing. It's the fact that you're here and you're asking questions and you want to know and you're helping us understand things from the other side of the fence too. Because there's so many lies over there, and it's just so hard to understand that people that knew Carolyn, like, why would they believe all of these lies? Like, it's
Without
just,
asking for proof, because like just for instance, Moo goes around saying that I ripped people apart in the mod chat, and she wants you to think all the moderators left. Well, right on this panel alone is Sharon, who's my first moderator. She's been here through all the mod chats. And Sharon, did I ever rip people apart in the mod chat the way that Moo is saying that I did?
This week or last week? Just
kidding.
kidding.
Sharon,
No. Right. I know. No. And you know what? Carolyn and I have disagreed.
Yes, we did. And I always use that as an example. That's right, Sharon. Haven't I always said that? I said these people that say I'm a freaking dictator. Sharon, now listen to this, Sarah, because maybe you don't know this. I won't use the person's name, but Sharon befriended somebody that was nastier than nasty to me. Nastier than nasty. And not only that, she was going around to channels of people that were nastier than nasty and leaving horrible comments. And Sharon, not only disagree with me sometimes, but some other moderators about this friendship. And I said the same thing, because another moderator came to me and said, I don't understand this, Sharon's friends with this person. I don't think this person. And I said, Sharon's a very intelligent woman. Sharon will see. I know Sharon will see. And Sharon did see. And I never said, I have to get rid of Sharon because she doesn't agree with me or she thinks that this person. No, never. Okay, so that's how much of a dictator that I am.
Linda, I think you have your YouTube on.
So go ahead, Sharon. You could tell her how much I rip people apart in the chats in the.
Well, you just need to go on one of the Zoom shopping sprees. You and Nicole, hilarious.
I think Carolyn sometimes likes it when I disagree a little bit, because she says you still have such a soothing voice.
She does. Sharon has a soothing voice no matter what she's telling you.
So it's easier
There's
to
a what voice?
disagree, I
A
suppose.
soothing. Sharon has a very soothing
Oh,
voice.
oh.
No matter what she's telling you, whether she tells you she's disagreeing with you or not, or like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? You know,
Yeah, I think he has a soothing voice. I've noticed that.
she does. But I
She
mean,
does.
Moo's going around and saying, "Oh, come on, Kevin. You know she rips people apart in the mod chat." I don't. Studer, do I? Sharon, do I?
No, you don't.
No, I never saw it. And that's what I find so interesting. Of all the stories to tell, that one just feels like, why?
Deborah's
When there's so
been
many
here. I mean, Deborah's been here. It's they want you to think that I have all new moderators and nobody, is here that was there when they were there. And they say this. And the funny thing about Moo was an honorary moderator. We didn't even put her in a mod chat. That's what she doesn't understand until the very, 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 very end that she was here. And she goes around like she's this big mod that was here. People didn't even know she was a moderator because she was never here. That's just so hysterical. But now she goes around saying, I know about her mod chats and she ripped people apart in there. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
And I feel guilty a lot because a lot of the times I think some of the stuff I've, said or whatever to you, because I'll think you're too naive and too trusting. And,
Right.
I feel guilty sometimes because I'll think, oh my God, is she doing this? I said this or that. And,
Or they'll tell me a lot of times they'll say, oh, there were people when Casbat was here. She wanted me to block everybody. I swear to you, she'll be the one that says now, like, oh, she doesn't, if you don't agree with her, she's gone. I don't know who, Sharon was there. How many times, Sharon, if just somebody would get on Casbat's nerves, that's it. They're blocked, gone forever. Why won't you block that person? Why wouldn't you get rid of them forever? Well, what did they say? Oh, they said boo, or they didn't say hi. She thought Scooter didn't say hello to her one night. We had a major thing. She came to me. Scooter did not say hello to me. Remember when Casbat said that about you? She thought you were turning.
oh my God, I
Yes.
forgot about that.
She said, I don't think we can trust Scooter anymore. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, she did not say hello
I
to
didn't
me.
see her.
And I said, well, maybe she didn't see you. No. She saw me. She was adamant. And I said, look, I'm going to text Scooter. And I showed her the text. I said, is you have anything wrong? Like, is any? And she said, no, not at all. I had to show that to Casbat before Casbat would believe that Scooter was not shady.
I just hadn't seen her. I liked her.
Okay? And these people wanted people blocked and cut and dried and get away and block them and don't have them. And I was the one that was always, no, why do we have to block that person? I didn't understand really blocking someone unless they came in night after night and they were unbelievably rude because they can just come in as another name. It made no sense.
I love some of these people.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I was crazy about Casbat.
I really liked her.
Can't wrap my mind around some of this.
How evil they are now. It's mind blowing.
Well, to this day, like one of the things that
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
oh no, that's okay. One of the things that I really loved about coming into your channel was all the women getting along and being so supportive. I thought, my God, I was wrong about what I thought of YouTube. Not that I knew a whole lot about it, but just my perception of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever happened after vacation, I had asked a couple of times about Nana Patty. I was wondering how she was doing because I hadn't seen her, and nobody responded.
Well, we
and
were
I thought,
respecting
the hell?
what she wanted, okay? She told us, don't say anything, and then she was going, and then she said, well, then tell them I'm spending time with my family, which is what Kevin said, and then we respected that.
But I didn't even hear that. So I thought, I wonder what happened. And then, so I typed in Nana Patty YouTube. I don't know why, and then I was shocked. That's when she had first started her channel. And I like Nana Patty, and I don't know what happened. I don't want to know. None of my business.
Nothing
None
happened.
of these
It's
people.
so weird.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I have no idea. And like I said,
What's being told is a lie. All this stuff about being a dictator and they were in shackles and they had to be freed. That's all lies.
Yeah.
It's all lies.
I haven't heard that though. I have not heard
That's
that.
the whole narrative, and that's why they say, "Oh, don't worry, Ramblers. You don't have to be scared to leave. You can be free like us. You can be free out of those shackles." Yes, that's what they've said.
This is a safe place.
This is a safe place. You don't have to be afraid.
But I did go to Nana Patty's and I said hello in the chat and wow, and you started your own channel, and she never said anything.
Okay, she didn't say anything.
And I didn't have.
Wasn't you with that?
Say that again.
She didn't say anything on her channel. She says it on other channels, and Moose says it all over the place. People have left her.
Well,
Let me tell you, Sour Milk and Cookies, people have left her, and they have come, and they have told the stories of what went on there. And it wasn't nice behind the scenes. And everything they were saying about me is what they're doing to these people. They are holding these people here hostage, either by they gave them money, they helped them out of a situation, they know a secret about them. That's their hold on people. And if they go away, that's what's happening. Everything they said about me is what they're doing behind the scenes. And we've seen what's going on. The people have left there. And the people that have left there, some of them are scared, okay? Because of what these people have said they would do and what they have seen, these people yelling and screaming at people in Zooms, okay? Yelling and screaming at them because they have a different opinion, or they said, don't go after Carolyn's son. That's wrong. And Lisa D ripped the person up one side and down the other. And so did Davida.
And I've never
You
seen
didn't
that
see it happen
side of
behind the
any of
scenes.
them.
It happened behind the scenes. You didn't see it. Of course you didn't see it.
Yeah, we didn't see it, but Carolyn, somebody confided in her, a couple of different people did.
Okay.
That left there, yes.
That left. So.
Well, I mean, I can't comment on something that it doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't know everything
Right,
that happened.
and we weren't going to
Like I
bring any
said.
of that, but they're the ones that are spreading these
Right.
lies. Why couldn't they have just left quietly as they said they wanted to? They could have. But they intended to spread these lies to grow their channels. They wanted to destroy this community. They wanted to destroy it. Just like anybody that is left like that way, just like BBT wants to destroy it, just like, they want to destroy it. Just like
And they say, oh, she wouldn't let us, why can't she just stop talking about us? Why couldn't we have just went away quietly? You weren't even saying anything about them.
No, Moose started immediately out of the gate with the Jim Jones videos, out of the gate with the stuff. Moo wants to have a fight. She wants somebody to come after her. She is egging it on. She says that I contacted her daughters and gave them blackmail and death threats, but doesn't show anything. She types something that is not even threatening, that she says is in an email. First she said, Cat's Got Your Tongue did it. Then she said, Carol Lucy did it. Then I did it. Now it's back to some, I forget what she calls them, some crony of mine or something. But with zero proof, and nobody asks for proof. And yet I can be slandered all over the freaking place that I threatened her daughters. I blackmailed her daughters, but can't show any proof of it.
Well, all right, going back to BBT, because like I said, this is the most that I know at all. She has said, as far as any of the videos, she has said she wants you to show anything that she's done.
What do you mean? She does it every night. Do you think that obsession and that ridiculing and the lying about me and saying I did a fake SWAT, saying I called myself, calling my husband names, saying that he fell down the stairs, saying that we abused our son because he's in a kayak and 6 inches of water, and my husband and I think that he can navigate out of that, and we're both right there. Jimmy was behind him and I was on the dock. And to say that that is some way abusive, do we want to have a spoiled brat? No, we don't. That we know that he can get out of there. We want him to be able to do that. So we sat there. If he was in real trouble, we would be there. He got himself right out of there, and we were both right there. Okay? That is not abusive. Not at all.
That's not what,
Well, that's what they carried on. They carried on for hours about that video. They put that video out there and carried on for hours about that. They say my husband ran over and killed our dog Lucy. Okay? Yes, that's what they say. They say that we killed our other dogs. They say that we have bad references. They don't know how we have new puppies. They say all this crap for hours and hours. That's what she does. That is her channel. Do you think anyone should have a channel that just harasses someone hours at a time? Just gangs up and harasses the hell out of somebody. It's not allowed on YouTube. It's not. It's against terms of service, but that's her entire channel. Do you ever say, BBT, why is your entire channel about Carolyn? Why can't you move on? Why can't you create some content that isn't Carolyn and not talk about Carolyn anymore? Why can't you move on? Carolyn doesn't talk about you. Why can't you move on? And
It's
why
become a
do you
habit
go
for her at
on
this
your
point.
channel, then you go on Natasha's channel and talk about Carolyn, and Pink's channel and talk about Carolyn, and everyone's channel and talk about nothing but Carolyn? And then how would you feel? You've got, oh, BBT's going to be live at this time talking about who? Carolyn. And then what? Pink's going to be live talking about who? Carolyn. And then what? Who's going to be next? Oh, Natasha, talking about who? Carolyn. And Carolyn doesn't mention these people.
Super chat, Cat. It's the video where Frank and
Yeah, where we
Frankie-
did an interview. Okay, there was a script. It was June of 2021, and we were starting to get emailed this script that was saying that these channels that do nothing but Watts all the time and they do conspiracy, they sent the entire script for that summer, which I shared with Frank and Sandy and Frankie, and said, what do you want to do? And they said, what we want to do is we want to expose this. We want to take out all these storylines so these people are blown out of the water and it's shown that it's a script and it's fake, and we want you to do this for us. And so when people say, oh my gosh, isn't that horrible that she put that man there while she read all that stuff? Frank, Sandy, and Frankie read all that stuff. They knew all that stuff. Don't you think they did? Do you honestly think that I bring up this family and they don't know? They asked me to do this. They asked me to do it. I didn't do anything that they didn't know about and agree to. But
And
then
so
they still
Super
go on there and they go,
Chat,
isn't that sick? She made this about her. Isn't this sick? She did this to this poor man. She read this stuff out. They wanted me to do it. They're my friends. They wanted
And
me to
Carolyn had it
expose
here
this.
on her channel. It's her
And it's exclusive.
video.
And
I
we
guess-
say on it, it's exclusive. We do not want this anywhere else. The Rusaks do not want that content on BBT's channel. They
Yeah,
do
so-
not want
yeah.
to be ridiculed or have me ridiculed on that channel and that content used. And it's wrong and it's nasty.
So obviously Sandy asked, can she please get that off of there? They don't want it there.
are you answering someone in chat?
No, she's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we were asking.
Yeah,
that, yes.
Super Chat Cat wanted to know.
I was gonna say, I'm not disagreeing with that. I didn't disagree with
See,
that.
and guess who says,
I didn't
go
know
your
they had
separate
it.
ways
She
if
had
you
it.
don't like Carolyn. Go your separate ways. But why do you create a channel that for almost, 4 years, all you do is talk about me? Why?
They're running people. They
And
want
then
them
you've
to
got
ask you-
hell to the no and hell to the no too. All they do is talk about me and make videos about me, mocking me, mocking me, mocking me, mocking me. Pink gets into it. They just want to use my name. They tag me relentlessly. I take all the tags. That is relentless abuse. That is harassment. That is stalking. And then today, how come you didn't ask me about that picture? She sat there, if you were there today, and I know you were there today, and she said that Carolyn said, yeah, I know you were there. She said, Carolyn said that Hell to the No posted a picture that showed the vehicles there on vacation. Now, did I have a screenshot of it? Okay. She said it didn't happen. It's not true, she said. Didn't happen. Okay. It did happen. It did happen. And you know what else happened?
I seen it.
We've all seen it on Hell to the No.
Wait.
What?
What
BB?
what vehicle? I don't know.
Okay, BBT said today in that chat, and I saw you in that chat today, so I know that you were there.
Okay.
So do you remember when she said, and Carolyn said, that she was stalked because Hell to the No had a photograph up there that had all of their vehicles in the front of their vacation house. And she said, that never happened.
That.
She said that never happened. And now Carolyn said
But I was not in there today. I popped in, but I didn't go in.
I saw your
popped
name
over
in the
there.
but I saw your name in the chat today.
For today?
Mm-hmm.
No, not that no. Absolutely not. I wasn't.
Maybe, let me see if it was last night that I saw, but they were talking all about you today, that you were going to come in here and call up.
I was not in there today.
All right, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I thought maybe I'm looking at last night, but
Okay.
if I'm
Yes,
wrong,
we
I'm
just
sorry.
checked.
I
I
don't say
know I
I
wasn't.
say I say. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I thought I saw you in there today. So if you weren't in there today, and I apologize if you weren't. But she said that Carolyn, this picture doesn't exist. And now Carolyn says that they cut her vehicle out of there. Well, yes, they did. And they left Scooter's and Kevin's vehicle in there. And we've all seen that. How many people here on this panel have seen the two different pictures?
Yeah, well, I've seen the one. I didn't see this other one.
All right, let me show the other one. Let me find the.
Can I just ask, how the hell everybody can keep up with this?
I don't know, but why
It's
does anybody
impossible.
want to have chance?
Because
Like, it's easy, okay?
my head is spinning.
What do you think ours are like? What do you think ours are like? Okay. Why do they have to keep talking about us?
I compared you, if you ever put the radio on in your car, to an oldies, all oldies all the time. And I joke that BBT's channel is all Carolyn all the time, like an oldies channel, playing the same stuff over and over.
She has said that. She has said that.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah. Are you joking? I can't tell.
I don't go
No,
and
because
listen to
Sharon
her.
said it before. I've never heard BBT say that. BBT
She
thinks.
has said it.
Oh,
And
that's
like I said, I don't know how often she has said it. The last couple of times that I had gone in there, that's what she said.
She said.
Because she says she's really upset of what she's been accused of.
She's saying that. She's saying that so she can continue to talk about me because she doesn't have content without me.
You know, when BBT left and they parted ways, Carolyn and BBT, it should have ended right there. Carolyn, what have I told you I would do if I left this channel?
Just go away onto a quilting channel and I would never hear from her again.
That's right.
Like most normal people. Yeah.
Because I don't go to these channels. I just don't. I like to be, I think I'm a mushroom. You know? Keep me in the dark and feed me shit, okay? I don't want to know. But I know
Like I said,
yeah, right? So,
my head is spinning from, I don't know who, I'd say more than half of these people are, as far as some of the people that you had mentioned before. I mean, even today was a new one, Lemonade. I never heard that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
So one of the appeals to this channel for me was that everyone on here has been through so much. We've been through something, and that's what really makes us strong, because we can understand and have that empathy. And the last thing that any of us want is any more negativity in our life. Like the whole reason we love this channel and the attraction to it is just the positivity. Everyone lifts each other up, support, help. Yeah. And so these channels are just not healthy for us, and we know that.
Oh, and the best thing is, you know, they sit around and they say that we sit in Zooms thinking about how we can take channels down, and that one of my past moderators said that we sat in Zooms taking someone down. Any of my current moderators who were there, did we ever sit around in Zooms thinking about how we could take another channel down?
I think it's very arrogant of them to think that we actually think about them or care what they're doing, because we've all got lives and we're all so busy with our lives. And
right, but what we're doing in Zooms when we're in there is going to stores and shopping and going on field trips and watching movies, and we're not sitting there plotting how to take another channel down. That's never been something that we did. And so the crap that, there's an ex-moderator that's notarized a letter that can be used in court, take me to court. Take me to court. I beg of you to take me to court with that letter. I beg of you. Beg of you, because there's no such anything that ever happened. I beg of you to take me to court. Please.
you should see us when we're shopping. One person shopping and the rest of us are watching. And the poor person shopping, stop. We're all
look at that, look at that, look at that.
What's happening? Get the pink face. Everybody else yells, blue, get the blue. No, I saw a clown over there. And we're all saying the same. We're all getting different things.
And Sharon's going, are there any sewing machines? Are there any sewing machines?
Sewing machines. Yeah.
I'm hardly ever there, but I'm supposedly planning on taking people down and stuff.
Right, yeah, she's like the mastermind in there.
I'm
hardly ever there.
Right.
When Scoots comes in, it has to be all Scoots.
I asked if
I never,
and we didn't even have Zooms. Like, we had very few Zooms before. But we had very few Zooms when those other moderators were here. And Scooter, did we ever sit there and plot how to take another channel down?
No.
I can honestly say, I thank God I never went into any of the Zoom meetings or anything, because I can't handle any of this.
But we don't do drama in our meetings. They think we do. We don't. Our meetings are laid back. We come and go as we want. We watch a movie, maybe watch a video. Sometimes we watch other people's sales. We watch, fun stuff.
We watch educational ones where they show you
how to pick out certain things, how to identify antiques,
how to identify certain glasses, antiques. Yes.
Yeah, and I like that. And I said, when you do that, let me know.
I took her to an antique store and I had to buy her a baby Yui glass. And Jimmy goes, whose baby Yui glass is this? And I said, that's for Scooter.
And I love it when Liza goes shopping in Australia and you guys will flip out over the products.
Yeah, we look at the food and go like this, oh my gosh, your food is not as expensive as you said. And then Liza took us to a post office, and their post offices in Australia are crazy. They're like gift shops.
Yeah. They have really,
and I
would like to see that. I didn't get to see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went to my first truck stop, which was exciting.
Let me know when she does that again, because I want to see that.
I'm getting to experience things that I would never have normally got to in my life ever.
Yeah, we all want to know. It's funny. It is funny.
And the reason it kind of turned into a 24-hour Zoom, it was for people like me who, I've suffered with depression, and I've gone through a lot of long, lonely nights, which have been really hard. And having the 24-hour Zoom for me, and like when I'm at a really low point, sort of rock bottom, and having people to get me through, like, how the night was just really it was cold in winter, it was really, really dark, and it really extra depressing. Yeah, and so I've got all my Zoom friends, and they, get me through the night, and it really has been like a lifesaver. And and everything Carolyn does is for everyone else. It gets twisted like so much out of, like something sinister like 24-hour Zooms, but really it's just like part of like helping everyone. And it's helped me so much knowing that whatever time it is of the day, if I'm having like a hard time or I'm struggling with something, which I often do, and even just feeling lonely, I can just log onto Zoom, and I know that I've got people there that are my friends and that love me and will help me get through things. And it is really good to be able to help other people with my experiences, and they get something from it as well. So it's like a two-way street.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
it's-
sure there's a lot of people that are like that feel that
Yeah.
way.
And the last thing
I have
we need through is like bad things in our lives. Like we've already suffered and been through so much, and the last thing we need is like extra negativity. And especially Carolyn's been through so much, and I really do take I try and learn from her, because I only have like a tenth of what she has to deal with, and she seems to always get up in the morning. She picks herself up and she does what she needs to do and gets through the day, and
But they're all there for me too. You see, I have all of their love and support, and I need it and rely on it, because I have down times. I have times, if you think this doesn't get to you, when you want to go up and you want to do something, and then, oh crap, what's going on, right? So then it's like, what the hell? When are they going to stop? When are they going to start and get a life, get their own content? Why can't they go on? And I have low points, and they pick me up at my low points. And so, yes, it's
it'd be great if there was an end date. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Like Christmas is coming up and you get all excited for Christmas, but by the time Christmas gets here, you're kind of over it. Whereas, 3 or 4 years of obsessing over Carolyn, it's like there should be some point where they just get over
the
it.
own people in there go, okay, is Carolyn again? Yeah, Carolyn again. Carolyn again, Carolyn again, Carolyn again. And don't they understand, in a way, it's like it negates everything they say about me, that they're obsessed about me and talk about me this much, because they have to find me damn interesting, that they want to watch it, and they want to say, oh, it's because we hate her so much. You just can't sit there for freaking 4 years. And there's times when they laugh, because they know it's funny, okay? And they're laughing, and they're doing this, but they just can't stop watching. And instead of saying like, oh crap, we made a mistake, I didn't really want to leave, I do feel bad, they decided to turn it into hate, and to just sit there and hate on us and try to get everybody away, because if they can get everybody to leave, then they'll have nothing to be jealous of, nothing to feel like they're not belonging, their fear of missing out.
And unfortunately for several, they come by, they do it very quietly and via email mostly, and they're like, boy, my favorite word to use is, I guess I screwed the pooch, because, they feel like they're caught between the stars. They don't have a place here, they don't have a place at the other place where they left, and, yeah, I'd like them to come back, of course. But all things in good time, and they know that. You're welcome.
Well, anything, like I said, the only thing I can speak to is when I have gone over to Nana Patty's, and it hasn't been negative or anything.
Well, that's
Jackie Burns. All of the stuff that Jackie Burns is saying is all lies. They say I didn't pay for anything on the trip, and I'm the one that didn't let her in the house, even though we've released a video that shows everybody was unanimous, and it wasn't against Jackie. We felt terrible to do that to Jackie. It was not easy. We would have done it to anybody. It wasn't doing it. It was the situation. It was a vote. It was what happened. It wasn't personal. It was something that took everyone into consideration.
I think it's sad that a whole group of women who I thought were so close that it ended this way.
But it's not all of
I
us that
think
ended
it's
that
sad.
way. It's not. You think it's a whole group of women, but they're still, we're here. The majority of us, wait, listen, the majority of us that went on that vacation are still together and still going on another vacation.
Yep.
The
And that's
majority,
funny.
the
I'm not
majority.
saying it was everybody.
Right. Well,
Yeah, out of the trip, there's only what, two?
mm-hmm,
Two, right?
mm-hmm.
Yes, too.
2 people. The rest of us are all together and going on another trip.
That's what I mean. It's the way the group chats and everything used to be. I think it's just, it's sad. And
It is sad that they did that. It is.
sad.
It is
It
sad.
is.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
very
it's
sad.
sad.
You know that
Y'all
Patty
couldn't
thought
talk
she was so
about
important to the channel that she gave Carolyn a list of demands, so that
Wait,
in order for her to stay.
Not all over? Not all over?
I can't hear you. What?
Oh, I just said
I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Nana Patty thought she was so important to the channel that she gave Carolyn a list of demands that Carolyn needed to meet for her to stay on the channel, like for her to stay on Carolyn's channel, because she thought that Carolyn's channel couldn't survive without her. And when Carolyn was like, "Well, no,"
Well, I
if
didn't
you
even
wanna
say
leave, that's
no. I
fine.
said I can do this, that, and the other thing, but I can't do this because she wanted
But
to
who gives a
be
list of demands?
in charge
Like,
of just people going to her and her making decisions without consulting me and then saying, please don't be mad if I make the wrong decision. Well, why should we even do that and put you or
But
I in that
I
position?
think the reason that even started was because in this community, you do feel special, you do feel loved, you feel appreciated. And I think that sort of went to Nana Patty's head that everyone loves me here so much that if I leave, then, everyone's going to come with me. And when that didn't happen, it kind of turned into something else, like sort of bitterness, and you kind of want revenge and hate the peers, and it's really sad.
And they contacted people behind the scenes and said that Carolyn is
Yeah.
doing things that Carolyn
And me
didn't do.
personally, I had no idea at the time when she left. I just, I thought she was just making like her own channel, and I went and was a subscriber, and I had no, nothing negative. But then she did actually start, when negativity sort of came out, because she said she would never, be a hate sort of channel. or
Right.
anything
We
like
said,
that.
I
And
wish
it's
you
sort of-
well. And I told her the door was always open if she wanted to come back in. And the next thing I knew, bing, bang, boom. They've been talking about me behind the scenes. They contacted Bink. Okay. We know people that they've contacted. We know what they said. Okay.
But with her channel, it's like as soon as you start mentioning kind of like negative things towards Carolyn, all these hate channels suddenly jump on it, and her subscriber numbers suddenly
Yes.
increase.
And they're okay
And
sitting with
then
all
she
these
gets
people they
monetized,
couldn't
and
stand
it turns
before.
into its own little.
They hate bonded.
Yeah, it's just like a vicious cycle that seems to happen to a lot of people, unfortunately. It's kind of like God's testing us, and He puts temptations there for us, and some people just can't resist them. Like, sad.
And it's not like there's not room for all these channels. There is. Everybody can get
Yeah.
loud.
I mean, Carolyn, how many times?
They just want to build a channel off another one's back because they don't want to put the time and the effort that it really takes. They don't want to do that, so they try to do it.
If you go back into your things, Carolyn, how many times have you promoted other people's
Yeah,
channels?
I don't
And-
know another creator that runs the people's channels like I do. I don't know anyone that does that. I know they
Even
put
like
it in
Jackie
sometimes
Burns'
and they'll say,
channel?
oh, we'll put up a link, but I had a running link for all of these people and their channels.
Yeah, and Carolyn builds people up. She doesn't tear them down. And the reason Carolyn builds people up is because, she is already on top of the world. She doesn't need to I think these people just feel inferior, and the only way to make, to get them up is to pull someone else down. And it's like, if they put in, imagine all the hours that BBT spent on Zoom talking about Carolyn. Imagine if she invested that time and energy into like a good cause, like something positive, or even like her own, family, like her own children. Like, she directed that same energy into something else. She could be so successful. Like she,
But now, can I ask you something? Why would you bring up her children? This is how these things get started.
because I think that's a big, looking at Carolyn and seeing she's she's married, she's happy, she's got her children. And unfortunately, if you look at BBT's history, I would be quite bitter and upset too. And it feels like she's taking out her anger on Carolyn instead of on herself, like she hates herself. Because, if you, have you seen a little bit of BBT's background? She's got an ex-husband who looks like a wonderful person, firefighter, and he's with this lovely woman that he's married to, and her kids are over there. There's like her 2 kids and the new wife's 2 kids, and they look like a beautiful all-American family in a beautiful big house, and it looks like they're living a lovely, lovely life. And then there's BBT in a basement on a computer in the dark. It's like, why aren't people, if people really care about her, why wouldn't they get her help? She needs help. She really needs help. And the fact that her obsession is continually
people egg on this obsession instead of saying, okay, look, I think you've talked for 3.5 years about Carolyn. I think you have to stop talking about Carolyn, and you either have to make a decision to make a channel about something else or get yourself some help, because you obviously cannot get over Carolyn.
It's not healthy. And if people really did care about her, they would want what's best for her. And she's not, her quality of life at the moment, it's, if you're a friend and you had a friend like that, you wouldn't want to see
They keep saying that my husband should get me off the internet. My friend should get me off the internet. Why? We create content. We have craft nights. We talk about true crime. We talk about cases. We don't sit there and obsess. Imagine if I said, what are we talking about tonight? BBT. What are we talking about tomorrow night? BBT. And I did that for 3.5 years. 3.5 years I went on. People would say, okay, when are you going to get over this BBT? What the hell? Are we going to ever do anything different? But if they came in every night and go, oh, yes, let's go over, let's watch the video again. Let's watch the same video again. That's good. Oh, she's such a jerk. I hate her. And the whole chat's going up. Oh, she's a jerk. I hate her. Oh, she's so stupid. She's so stupid. Okay, and did that night after night.
Well, wait a minute. Are you making fun of our Boston accent here?
Yeah. No, I'm just, she calls me. That's what she said.
Joke.
She goes, you're so stupid. Okay, so endlessly. If I just did that all day, someone would say, my gosh, are we going to do anything different? Please. And then they would be right to say I had a problem and I needed help if I did that. But I don't do that. Okay? I don't.
And I just want to say, don't get mad at me, cats, but I don't think it's fair for us to say anything about her life and
Right.
her.
But I think you need to
kids.
kind of take a step back and look at the bigger picture. It
But
isn't.
we shouldn't say that because we would be really ticked off if she said that.
But they do,
about
they
any
do,
of
they
us.
do
You know what I
say,
mean?
they do though, but they do.
I know, that doesn't mean we have to do it, guys, you know?
Nobody's saying you have to do it, but they do that.
I know they do.
They talk about me as a mother. They call
saying that.
CPS on me. They tell people to call
Well,
CPS on me.
definitely.
I've had
Right,
CPS
yeah.
on me twice in the last 3 months.
I
Twice.
know.
It's just kind of like you have to
That's
be able
just-
to read the whole book to understand the story. You can't just read a few pages and understand.
I don't understand why you mentioned her kids and her husband or her ex-husband. I mean,
That just gives them fodder. then. Oh,
They
she's
mention
over here.
everything about my life. They think I have sisters that I don't allow at the lake house. They go in, they think they know the ownership of my homes. They think I've never worked a day in my life. They go into every aspect of my life, and they're wrong about it all. Wrong about it all.
Carolyn,
I'm just the reason I said that was because
she's saying that about you, Carolyn. She's not saying that about Sharon.
What?
Huh?
And that we didn't
Is it
say
Sharon that's saying?
but we didn't say it about
No.
nothing was said about one of her moderators.
Oh, I was just going to say the reason I did say that was because it kind of explains why it's a sore spot for her. Like it's hit a nerve that Carolyn has her kids, and so it would explain why she would want to call CPS on Carolyn because
But honey, you're positive that she called CPS?
No. I think pretty much as if she would do something else with her life besides focusing on Carolyn, put her YouTube channel into helping kids or doing something positive, she would be a lot further than where she's at.
But I'm asking, how do you know she called CPS?
We didn't say she called CPS. We didn't say she called CPS.
Somebody just said it.
sorry,
No.
I
I didn't say it. Did you? I didn't
I
say
didn't
it.
that.
I didn't say it.
Romani?
Hi, Leslie.
sorry, you probably didn't recognise my voice because I'm apparently from the UK. I mean, even that's not true. Like, you just, I hope that being here tonight, like, you can just be a little bit more open-minded and, digest.
I think I've been open-minded because I have listened and I've always backed Carolyn.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like, it doesn't mean that you can't, be on other channels and stuff. Like, all of us here, like, we still watch all other channels. But, like, my loyalty lies with Carolyn, and I've got no reason to say otherwise.
Yeah, I'm just saying because, we know that she does that, they all do that. But now this will, then they'll be like, oh my God, well, she's talking about my family, so I'm going to talk about hers. You know what I mean? There's never, that's the thing right there.
No matter what you,
Yeah.
no matter
I think
what you
tonight-
No matter
do, they
what.
say I didn't have a death threat from Randy. Okay, if I would have said that
know, I
exact
know.
thing, they would have been off to
I
the
know.
flipping races. Oh, did you hear
I
the
know.
death threat that she gave so and so? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But when they say it and they get caught, they go, oh, come on. She knew that's not
Yeah.
a death threat. That's not a death threat.
Yeah.
I meant to
I
say
didn't say
this. I
that.
meant to say it that way. I meant to say this. She knew what it was. Yeah, no.
Well,
And I will
the
tell
only
you it
thing I
again.
can say
You
about
threaten
that-
me or you threaten my family again, and I will do exactly the same thing. And no, my local police, which is the New York State Police, doesn't laugh at me, and they never have, and nor ever did I say that. I have
No.
always been able to call them, and I have always called them, and I will continue to call them.
Of course, they're not going to laugh at you.
And I never said that, Moo.
And it's kind of ridiculous how a lot of what is said is semantics, like who said what, when, where, how, like, and I really think at this point of time, and especially this point in our lives, like, it's really irrelevant. Like, what's happened has happened. We should just grow
Just
up.
move on.
and
Move the hell on. Stop
There doesn't have to
talking
be a
about
winner, there
us.
doesn't have to be a
Stop it.
loser.
And take the
And I-
Rusaks off your channel. They don't want to be there.
And also, I've heard, well, if Carolyn just apologized, then, that'd be it. No, it wouldn't. Like, if Carolyn sat
They
here
would
with the white
analyze.
flag
And what you
and
if I got
apologize
off
for every single
YouTube, it wouldn't
thing.
be it. They would sit there and analyze everything. They don't have content without me.
So it's kind of like Carolyn can't win, no matter if she does what they want. Then she's like, she still can't win. This seems like the only way this can end is that, we are, going to be the grown-up ones here. Like, every story needs a hero. And if you guys need to ever come up on panel and ask questions and clarify things that you don't understand, Carolyn, I'm sure, is always more than welcome to answer any questions and explain anything, like, just to try and stop this insanity, because it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's like,
Have you guys thought about going on one of their panels, on BBT's panel, and asking her?
No.
but what is the point? That kind of personality is like, it wouldn't achieve something, that wouldn't be a positive outcome. And I truly do think that at this stage, she really needs some sort of intervention, like medically, like some help. I mean, you look at
To obsess on a
Ellen.
person, you go tell us, you know, if you told a real psychologist, look, I am obsessed with this person and I'm going on 4 years that I can't stop. Every video I make is about them. I go on for hours about them. Everything I do revolves around them. Do you think that's healthy? What do you think they would say?
I don't think it's healthy. I don't think deep down, I don't think she thinks it's healthy or good that this is what it's come to. And
But
like I
it's
said,
only come to this because she needs help to get off of me. Whatever reason she is obsessed with me, she needs to move on. And if she has friends that truly cared about her, they would tell her, okay, you need to get, you need to move past this. You need some.
It wouldn't do any good for any of us to go on there. It's Carolyn she's obsessed with. It's no one else.
yeah, I mean, I don't
Yeah, like
think
even if
she is,
Scooter,
I
like
mean,
what they go like this, Scooter, come up on a panel. Then all they do is ask her questions about me. She can never answer for me.
Yeah, I can't speak for Carolyn.
But that's all they ask her when she goes up there. Well, what did Carolyn mean about this? What did Carolyn say about that? Well, what do you think? Why didn't Carolyn do this? Well, why hasn't she said this about this? What? Did you want to talk to Scooter or do you want to talk, you want her to answer for me?
that's how I felt when you were just when you were telling me about the Rusaks, and like I said, I had no idea. I don't know most of the stuff. Well, I mean, I don't.
Well,
I
there's
know.
a lot of history there, that you don't
I mean,
know.
you've been here for a number, how long have you been
And
here?
that's the only side I know.
Right, but then you've got to know the Rusaks would not want to be on BBT's channel. And the Rusaks are not happy being on BBT's channel.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they want to be on her channel.
Right. But that it's disrespectful for her to even play that or talk about that family in any way.
Yeah, what you're saying, yeah, it's not right, especially if the Rusaks don't. I feel bad for the Rusaks,
Yeah,
no matter
and
what.
I think
feel
that they
bad.
shouldn't be a mockery and made a mockery for people and sit there and judge them like that. That's wrong. And she doesn't want it up there.
That's sad. I didn't even know she had that video up there.
I mean, it's horrible. It's on 2 videos. It's
It
horrible.
is.
Again, the last 3 times that I've gone in there, I think once the Rusaks, maybe twice, the Rusaks names are brought up, but nothing negative, so I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all I know is I'm not watching any of them anymore. I've hardly been watching, and I've been a lot happier. I don't want to hear from any of those people anymore.
I think I'm done with YouTube. So.
Well, there's lots of good things to watch. I'm all into. I'm not going to say what I'm into. It's not anything to do
I'm
with
into home improvement type of things. I'll watch all that, definitely. I love it. But I mean, all of
what's
this stuff
going
with
on in the
drama.
world, current events and stuff like that. That's what I like to watch.
Yeah. Yep. But I'm done with it. I mean, my head is spinning. I just.
But I enjoy Carolyn as a friend. I've always enjoyed her. Yes, we've had our ups and downs. But,
That's really honest.
I'm not a sheep.
I mean, everybody has their ups and downs, so I mean.
Sure.
And I care about her. And I believe she
And
cares
the
about
ups
me.
and
If I
downs
didn't
we
think
had
she
was
did, I
a
wouldn't be here.
result of manipulation by, people that left here.
Wait, I didn't hear you. What?
The ups and downs were caused by manipulation by people that left here.
I know. I know. I know.
It was manipulated. So that's
Because I trusted people that I thought cared. Just like you,
Yeah,
I
of
thought
course.
They were like you. I thought they were like you. But they weren't.
Like me.
They were snakes in
Grass.
they were what do you say?
Snakes in the grass, or wolves in sheep clothing. And
Wolves in sheep's clothing, yes, yes. It's been very, very hard.
It's sad. I think it's sad.
I still think of a couple of those people, Sour Milk. One, that I'll think, oh, I think it was even today that I thought, oh, I'm gonna let her. And then I'm like, oh, no, I don't have her to talk. It takes. It's
And
all.
we've also seen the truly evil.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes. When you realize
A
that
lot of
they were
things,
not who you
evil,
thought they were.
paranoia.
What, Linda?
I said there's a lot. There's evil. There's a lot of paranoia there. It's just constant.
And but all these people that talk about this vacation that they weren't even on and act like they know what happened and they don't have a freaking clue. They're hearing it through two people that are so skewed and trying to mislead everyone. And they're saying it like Jamie. If you listen to Jamie, she's like, and I know that they would have to take her aside and grab her by the arm and give her what for and say, you are not going to treat people like that. Just sit here, you missy. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? Did she actually said that? Like as if she was talking to a 4-year-old. You will not be treating people like that, you missy. What the hell? That never happened. Oh my gosh. She has like it's a whole thing in her head that is just beyond
And Sandy
insane.
threw me out of her house and all this.
Yes, and that
BS.
Scooter went home crying all the way. I mean, this is so crazy.
I have a video driving home.
Yes, we
I
even
was
had a
not
live.
crying.
We called her on a live. I mean, how these people try to twist this stuff and say this stuff, it's crazy. Kevin goes like this all the time. I guess we must have been on a different vacation.
I guess.
Yep. He does say that all the time.
Kevin and I, we had a great time.
Yeah. I had a great
love
time.
Sandy.
I know, I had fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go again.
we are. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sandy's a sweetheart, and I'm glad I got to meet her and hang out with her for a couple of days.
Sandy Rusak.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to meet her and Frank.
No, I mean, I
Stayed with
think
them for
the
a couple
world,
days, you know?
when I say that again?
I said we stayed with them for a couple nights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then they're saying like, then they're twisting something completely out of proportion and saying that I'm going to sleep at Stan's bed, but that's not at all that was said.
Oh my gosh.
And these people just go on and they just keep saying this crap. Yeah, I remember she said that. Yeah, no, you didn't.
Carolyn, Gamer Guy says we're being streamed.
Who is?
You are being streamed right now.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Time for the talent portion of the show.
Oh, the talent. Oh, what is it? Are you going to do a dance?
That was the fun portion of this.
Are you doing a dance?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm about to make breakfast if anybody wants to watch.
Are you making breakfast? What are you making?
Yeah, I think so. I'm getting hungry.
What are you gonna fix?
Eggs and sausage.
It's
and
5
toast.
o'clock in the morning. How did that
My new
happen?
strawberry jelly I got at a church sale.
Ooh.
Oh, that's what
Sounds
you
good.
got. That's what you got at the church sale, strawberry jelly. I didn't
Not
see.
tonight. Not tomorrow.
No, not yesterday.
It was Sunday.
Yeah.
Can I just
Saturday.
can I just clarify
Sunday was
something?
the auction.
When you say jelly,
Leslie, I'm getting your
when you say
Christmas
jelly,
ornaments
is
out.
that jam?
Leslie, I have your Christmas ornaments. I put
Yes,
the little beads.
jam.
I'm gonna send them out.
Okay, alright, got it.
Oh,
Those are Leslie's.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
because I didn't know it was late.
I know. I didn't know it was either. I've got to go pretty soon too.
Oh, how pretty! Look at that.
These are Leslie's.
Look
They're
at that
Leslie's.
before you go. Look.
They're Leslie's ornaments that I made, and then I've got this.
Wait, we need to have you highlighted so because you keep going off screen.
Really?
there you
There you
are.
go. See the other two that you held up.
And then I've got this one. These are Leslie's.
Oh, 5 a.m. Oh,
I know, I
4 a.m.
can't
Here,
believe
gotta
it.
go. So pretty.
All right.
All right. So we're
Can
gonna
I
go.
just say something?
Yeah.
As a peace offering and show of goodwill, could Sour Cookie,
Sour cookie.
oh, sorry, could she take a shell? I'll pay for it and you can send it to her. And just a little reminder from this community that, you know, like love to love. Like, just
Yeah.
spread a bit of kindness.
I
Like maybe,
appreciate it.
maybe it might be contagious.
What might be
Sarah Milk's been
contagious?
around for a while. She's been
Yes.
around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I really do, but that's not necessary. But thank you.
All right. Well,
Thanks for coming in, Samuel.
Yeah, thanks for coming in,
We
and
all have to just remember there's 2 sides to every story, 3 sides, whatever, you know, you know,
Yep.
nobody's right all the way, nobody's wrong all the way.
it's that old saying.
What am I trying to
perception is
say
reality.
here?
yeah,
Somebody help me.
somebody.
You know, I'm trying to say
There's-
something.
Well, that was my point as far as I've just heard the one side, and after all this time, I wanted to hear
Well, I'm
BBT's
glad
side.
you did, because Carolyn has always said, if you have a question, ask me. She's always said that. When BBT first left, I wrote her an email and asked her, what's going on? I don't understand this. Not that I wanted BBT still here, I just wanted to know what was happening. And she told me, you know, and, she had no problem telling me, and it wasn't a long, drawn-out thing. She told me a couple of lines, and that was it. Then I messaged her again. I'm like, why did she leave? She told me the same thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, and that was 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, whatever.
Yeah, June 2nd, 2019.
Everybody take a deep breath.
Okay,
We will maintain what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Yep.
and then we've got to
All
start.
righty.
And we have to start.
Well, thank you for talking.
Oh,
and take
okay,
care.
Suzanne. Okay.
Thanks, Sour Milk.
Sour milk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stop by, hang out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a stranger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm done with YouTube.
Well, could
No.
change. Could change.
You know, just look her,
Sleep on
just
it.
do some research on your
Yeah.
own.
Sleep
You
on
know,
it.
look, I tell everybody that. Go back through videos. Research on your own.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to listen to what one particular person says. Look for yourself.
Oh, I agree.
Because it's all out there. Especially, I mean, it's just like I told someone else. You can tell when a video on YouTube has been edited or if anything's been taken out of it. Because when you go
Right.
back to watch the replay, the live chat will not be there. YouTube gets rid of it.
If you've edited it, the video.
If you've edited
No,
it.
but
If that
I was
video has
in-
not been edited or anything
But I
took
was
out
in-
of it,
the last,
that chat will
I
be
was
there.
in 3. I was in 3 of her lives, is what my point was.
Right. But I'm just
Hi,
saying, go back
Freebird
and look
G.
at
I was
other
thinking
stuff.
about you today. I remember when you bought those things from Rebecca. Hi,
You know,
Ooh.
Freebird.
So I
Oh,
was
yeah.
watching Carol, like, I sit in that chat for more than 3 lives before I work someone out. I could sit for a couple of months and no one even know that I'm there before I
Put my watch on the trunk.
suss out.
I think that to make it even easier, when you listen to someone and how they talk about someone else, that says a lot about that person. Like whatever editing or whatever it is, like I don't know any of that. I don't have the brain space to do homework and all that kind of thing. I'm just like, how they treat other people is all I need to know. So, you know, like the Ruzak's been through so much. And the last thing anyone with a heart or kindness would do would be make them suffer any more than they do. And that's all I need to know about that channel.
I can't believe it's for
I
something.
know I have to start a new Zoom, so I'm going to end this. But thank you for coming up, Sarah Milk, and everybody else that wants to come back.
All right,
I'm going to have to put the
Yeah, don't be a
Night,
stranger.
Hi,
everybody.
Eva,
You
how
know
are
us.
you?
Thank you for listening.
We're not all
Sour
bad.
Milk.
Yeah,
Great.
We're gonna
We
go.
won't
We're
bother.
gonna go right
And
back into the
cookies.
Zoom, and then we'll still be
This is a
here.
tongue twister.
All right, bye everybody on the panel. Come right back.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's see. I'm still here, guys. I'm just starting a new Zoom because that Zoom was getting old. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? There, I'm back. Hey, I'm back. I'm by myself. Okay. Let me see who. Invite. Copy invite. And have our friends come back to the Zoom, my friends. I don't know what I'm saying. I got to get 2 shots today, probably, guys. Is that okay? All right, the number's in there. Let me see. Get back to the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? I'm sorry I haven't been able to look at the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hi, Kevin Leonard. Hi. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Freebird. It was nice to see you. Hi, Linda.
Hey.
Make sure any co-host, yes. Yeah, co-host, yes. Cat's a co-host, yes. Okay.
We live still?
I'm just making some co-hosts and hi Annie B.
But are we live?
Yeah, Annie B. Do you need me to send you
I want to say
the?
goodnight, everybody.
Oh, you want to say? Yeah, you can say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah. Good night.
Okay. Annie B, do you
Thanks
need
for
me? I'll
hearing
send you
this
the
out.
number, Annie B. If you need the number, I'll send it to you. Okay. If anybody else needs it, here.
Yeah, Annie, do you need me to send you
I want to say
the,
goodnight, everybody.
oh, you wanna say, yeah, you can say goodnight to everybody.
It's okay. They're gonna be like, see, Linda can't think on her own. She has to be told to do that if she's allowed. She had to ask if she was allowed to do it.
Good night. It's a question.
Can I say
I
goodnight?
answered it.
Yes, you can say goodnight. Are you sure? Yes. You're allowed.
You'd be like, see, Linda can't think on her own. She has to be told to do that.
Oh, God.
She had to ask if she was allowed to do it. Can I say goodnight? Yes, you can say goodnight. Are you sure?
Mommy.
Oh my gosh.
See, Linda can't think on her own. She has to be told to do that.
Oh, God.
She had to ask if she was allowed to do it.
Oh my gosh, Annie. What did I do? How did I send Annie? What did I do? Did I not send you the number last night? I think I sent it to somebody else. She must be thinking, what the hell did I send her?
I was talking to her last night.
I know Annie was here, but I sent it in the wrong email. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now let's see. Is everybody in? Deborah. Okay. Well, that was all right. So let me go back to the chat and say goodnight. Am I allowed to say goodnight? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Just tonight.
Just tonight. Okay. Good night, everybody in the chat. And hi,
be
cute
good
kitty
morning.
kitty. Hi, yeah, it's good morning. Hi, cute kitty kitty. And anybody I missed, I'm sorry. I'm like when somebody's on panel, I'm trying to think. I can't look at the chat. I'm ADD and I get all crazy. So, but thank you all for coming here and love you all. Prayers for all that need them. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually today, right? But we'll see you tomorrow today. And Everybody have a good one. Be kind. Love you guys. See ya later. Bye bye.
Night, everyone.
Right.
Night.